Hey everybody, welcome back to Wake of the Red Death, the first session I'm running in 2025.
And in months.
And in a while. Yeah, in a while. It's been I don't know if it's been months. I mean, I guess it's been months since our last Wake of the Red Death session because of things, but it's been a while since I've done a session because the holidays and me needing to finish a story about fucking fish. So last time last time we just tidied things up in Minervans, sort of helped form a city council, found out that the captain of the guard here is a socially awkward, stammering mess, but nonetheless a very competent woman. Met a lot of people, and we really made sure that Minervans is going to be on a better foot, and also slit a man's throat with no one else around to see. And I think we had Alex killing the fighting the Necromancer and freeing the Mortar Baron.
I freed the Mortar Baron, and the Necromancer escaped.
Yeah, you unlocked some weird shit.
Yeah, we got a few hints of some things going on.
And the Necromancer realized who he was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is true. So, we're getting ready to leave Minervans, and head to the Dionean Forest on our way to the City of Emerald Towers.
Ollie had a late night snack.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect means of body disposal. Good
to encourage that taste for human flesh.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
I mean, he already ate a ton of people.
Yeah,
he's eaten a lot of people.
One more corpse was not going to put him over the edge of, okay, it's okay to eat people now.
Between all the bandits, between all the Mars militia that were dead.
I think the majority of what he's eaten has been people.
And probably all the burnt corpses from like the burned down parts of Minervans.
He's eaten a lot of people. He's eaten a lot of human flesh.
He may become a problem, but that's for future adventurers.
You know, the Savo man-eaters didn't cause that much of a stink.
Oh no, poor Ollie. He's going to be put on exhibit.
No!
Only if they catch him.
Only if they catch him, which...
Also, he's also, knows that good people are there's good people, and then there's tasty people.
There's the people who pet me and the people I eat. The two genders. Unless you're a particular individual where it's both.
It's like the lady in Baldur's Gate who tried to have a pet boulet.
Oh.
I think ours
is bigger. You didn't try hard enough. That was the message. Or she knew that Karlach would need some sweet duds and decided to give them the best way. By getting Vord and having them be in the gut of a monster we kill.
You can't just call getting eaten by anything more.
Yeah, but she loved that boulet. She loved that boulet.
For the purposes of comedy, yes, we can.
I feel like that's sort of close. That's in the same ballpark.
It's quintessential part of human mythology.
I'm not getting into the stream that will be going after everyone.
You literally can, because that's what the word means, Nora.
You're being eaten by someone you love. Anyway. Enough about Vor for now. We'll get into it more later.
It's time to push buttons.
You really are a Vor whore, TT.
Yeah, when someone called me a Vor whore. Was it me who was called a Vor whore?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes, by Denny.
Off to a great start, and I mean that unironically.
Okay.
It's like no
So,
time has
yes.
passed at all.
We did effectively wrap up business in Minervans, and now it's time to head through the Dionian Forest. Some facts about this I guess I should say, is there anything else we want to do before we leave this town, this city? Okay. So, the Dionian Forest is named specifically for the goddess Diana. There are not many cities and towns made in honor of Diana, for the obvious reason that the goddess of the wilderness is not a fan of cities.
Mm-hmm.
Or other people.
Yeah, you get like small rural towns that will name themselves after Diana, and little communities and all that, but for the most part, things that are named in honor of the moon goddess are forests, places where creatures of the hunt are able to live and find security from humans. And the Dionian Forest is one of the largest forests in northern Mediterra.
Also, I
but-
appreciate the fact that the forest is between Minerva and Venus,
Mhm.
because
I had some.
Diana's most the goddess of virginity, but also of fertility.
Mhm.
Oh, could I say
have my
before we
moments of clarity.
left, could I have spent some time at the Warrior Academy to pick up another proficiency?
I'll allow it.
Yay!
What, like it to help again?
It's whatever's. Whatever works. Now then, get the show on the road.
Okay. So, as you enter the forest, it is much like the Dreamwoods, eerily quiet, because as you are reminded that it is not just people that were hit hard by the Red Death, but all living things. And while you do hear a little bit of bird song, a forest this size should be teeming with life. And it's not.
Oh.
But,
Case in point, one of the reasons why we came to these woods is we were asked by a goblin in the Dream Woods to check up on a friend they hadn't heard in a very long time.
Mhm.
That's right.
A goblin by the name of Ren.
With a W.
Yes.
As you are going through the Dreamlands, not the Dionian Forest. Damn it! Now I'm gonna get confused. Give me one second. I gotta jot down a note. Do I not have forest music on here? No, we'll just. There we go. Is the music coming through at all?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Why is it not coming through for me?
It's very quiet. I hear it.
Secret of the Forest.
Okay, I hear
there
it
we
now.
go.
I just had to
yeah.
turn up my volume.
I think it's just a quiet track.
It's a little both. Okay. You travel through the forest, and as you make your way, you come across a little pale, a creature that's about maybe a bit taller than a foot, walking on two legs, looking vaguely humanoid until you peer closer at it. It stops and looks at you and says, "Oh, hello, travelers."
Hello.
Has a pale white body and a big bulbous blue sort of mushroom cap on its head. It looks almost like a little walking mushroom.
Wait,
Oh,
I'm
Is
getting
it a blue-
flashbacks.
I'm getting flashbacks too, Raven.
flashbacks to what?
Conquered worm.
Oh.
Hello, friend.
Is it blue skinned?
No, it's pale white. It does have like sort of cloves or filaments that sort of resemble blue overalls, as well as a big mushroom cap over its head that looks like a sort of blue mushroom.
Okay, what would can Leica roll hold on. Would Leica know what this is from her trading in monster dealings?
I'm gonna make you do a straight roll for this one because this one's kind of obscure.
Alright, so recall?
Yeah,
No modifiers?
no modifiers.
14.
Oh God.
You know that this is a Schmorf. It is a type of fairy. Specifically, it's like a mushroom fairy. It's a little fungal creature. There are a number of fairies that are plants or fungi that move and talk and act like animals to an extent, that have, because of the sheer magic coursing through them, lost the stationary way of life of a fungus or a plant and become something more mobile and animalistic. And they often tend to be humanoid in build and appearance. Schmorfs are one of them. They are a walking, living humanoid fungus. Generally stand only about, if one wanted to be whimsical, 3 apples high.
Are these like tiny apples or big apples?
Morphs.
As a
Schmorfs!
as a fellow fey creature, what does Gore know about them?
Schmorfs are, they're pleasant. They tend to be very kind and helpful towards outsiders. They're generally Seelies, light fairies. They're known for helping humans and all that, but they also are kind of isolationist. Like, when Schmorfs run into other creatures, they're very friendly and affable, but they're very private about their own customs. And you rarely see them outside of their own territory. The Schmorfs will set up their little colonies and they'll stick to them. You don't see Schmorfs in like fairy courts or anything.
Interesting.
Yes, I think that's fair.
So Gore's gonna tilt his head and just ask, "Oh, are we close to one of your villages?"
Oh boy, we are! You wouldn't happen to be great heroes, would you?
That depends on who is asking.
Well, I'm looking for some great heroes. There's a horrible person who's trying to take our village down, and the patriarch sent me to go see if I could find some great heroes who could go and give them what for.
Well, we've already assisted your cousins over in the Dreamwood.
Oh no, there's no Schwartz living over there.
Well, I meant Fey folk.
Oh yeah, I guess they're sort of. I mean, cousins is kind of a strong word, but yeah, sure.
My apologies then.
They're more like, I guess
Distant relatives?
allied nations.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
As a matter of fact, that's why we came out here, is because they asked us to look after you.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's so sweet of them. You know, they might not be Schmorfy, but we love the help. Well, come on, I'll show you the village.
There's a bit of a like sideways glance by Janice, like, oh,
There we go.
While Gore's player does not care for these things at all, Gore himself seems pretty nonplussed about them.
Whoa.
yeah.
He's like, just kind of
What the fuck?
Volume down. The Schmorf leads you to
Oh,
a village full of huge fey mushrooms. And you see all sorts of different Schmorfs. Good music choice, right?
This is the funky village.
I tighten the mask on my face.
You see large Schmorfs almost the size of humans with very heavily armored mushroom caps. There are some Schmorfs who seem to be almost entirely head, with like a big sort of throbbing wrinkled mushroom cap. And then there's some Schmorfs who are just this giant collection of bubbling spores running very swiftly on big legs.
Welcome to the Schmorf village.
Oh,
Quite the active place.
it's magical. Haven't seen any place quite like it.
It's true you haven't. The Dreamwoods were,
Pretty tame.
pretty tame. They were woods. It was the kind of fairyland where you could stumble into it and not realize you had. This, you are very quickly and immediately apparent that this is a strange and magical place.
So many colors.
Hey, Cassidy,
Yeah?
what do you make of this?
It's alright.
All right, it's wonderful.
Did not have that on repeat? Okay, yeah, good.
It's like
Yeah,
what's the pussycat? There's a dip at the end.
Oh no.
It goes dead quiet, then whoa.
Wah, wah, what's new, pussycat? All sorts of Schmorfs are walking about. Some of them regard you a little suspiciously, but most wave are like,
Oh, look, wonderful new people at our Schmorf village. Welcome. Feeling Schmorfy.
Very peculiar, these people. But very
Well, they're
enthusiastic.
just Schmorfs. We're all like this. We have to be.
You have
Oh.
to be?
Yeah, if we weren't, we wouldn't be Schmorfs.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it.
I don't understand, but I'll take your word for it.
one of the Schmorfs with the big wrinkled head comes by and says,
Hey, normal Schmorf. Hey, Brady Schmorf.
Oh no. This is exactly
yes.
what I was afraid of.
Riders here, normal Schmorf. That's right, Brady Schmorf. They're here to help us with the problem with the person who's threatening our civilization. That's very logical.
Hi.
Hello. Do you know about
Who's threatening
facts?
you? Do I know what?
Do you know about facts?
Facts?
Facts! You see, I'm a Brady Schmorf, so my job's to know all about facts and trivia.
Yeah, and I'm the High Philosopher of Minerva.
Oh! So you don't know about facts.
You do?
There's to be fair for my companion here, there's been a shakeup in Minervans, and they're going to do much better about spreading knowledge.
Oh, Minervans! That's one of those human settlements. They're not very smurfy.
No, I don't imagine anyone's quite like you.
Oh, they're smurfs, are they? Have to be.
What do you mean? Well, you
So I've
keep
been-
saying they
so I've
have to
heard.
be.
Well, yeah, if they weren't schmarfy, they wouldn't be schmarfs. It's true, being schmarfy is our defining characteristic.
I mean, is it? You were just called it brainy Smurf.
That's true, I have a very, very complicated gray matter.
Isn't that your defining characteristic?
Well, I mean, that's my defining...
Among Smurfs, that is.
Oh. Am I less schmarfy?
No.
And the
that's
other
not
Schmorf?
right. No, that's not what I said.
Brady schmorf, it's okay. Being Brady is a valid way to be a schmorf if you're of the Brady cast.
Cast?
Oh, God.
Note of that.
Oh, God, I'm less schmorfy.
That's not what I
have to
said.
go.
Oh, fuck.
He runs off. One of the pustule-covered schmorfs runs by.
Wow, you really fucked up his brains. Whee!
Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. The
So
shit.
have we?
I
What have we
He
learned?
has an existential crisis like once a week.
That's great. I mean, yeah, he's a Brady schmorf, so yeah, he's plagued with anxiety and self-doubt.
I hear you.
One of the big schmorfs slumbers in.
Oh, what are these guys doing here?
Just Moody Schmorf.
We've
These are some nice heroes, Brody Schmorf.
we were told you were in need of assistance.
Okay. Well, I guess you better take him to the Patriarch. I don't know if I trust these guys. They don't seem schmorfy.
They're outsiders. They're not supposed to be schmorfy.
So eventually, your little schmorf companion,
I don't know how I
leads you
feel about
all
this place.
down here. Did y'all see where the ping was?
No.
Bottom left-hand corner.
Ah, well, the Patreon thing is.
Hey, don't. Listen, I can't make all the maps myself. Anyways, you
gotta.
get down there, and he says,
Patriarch, I found some heroes.
Oh, how excellent.
and out of the mushroom emerges an utterly massive schmorf. Do you ready?
Yeah.
No, we.
Yeah, that's a big one.
There we go. So yeah, just this enormous schmorf rises like the brainy schmorfs and the explodey schmorfs. It is mostly head, with this huge sort of mix of. It's kind of a beard and kind of a mop of hair. It's ultimately just the filament, the fibers, the gills of the mushroom cap. But it makes it look like this huge shaggy beast. He says,
Welcome, great heroes. I am the patriarch of this beautiful small village.
It's quite the sight.
Thank you. Would you say it's schmorfy?
Yes.
I have no other metric by
smorfiest
which to
thing I've
judge
ever
you,
seen.
so yes, you are by definition the most smorfy.
Of course I am. I'm the patriarch. Oh, brave heroes. It is good that you have come to us. Things have been dire. The woods are devoid of life. But worse, there is one who would destroy our way of life.
Oh no, we're gonna have to deal with fucking Gilga, whatever.
Gargamel?
Gargamel, that.
A
Foul deceiver who would see us all transformed, destroyed.
And that we can't let that happen.
Thank you.
Who is
Thank
this?
you. And he places a clammy mushroom hand on you.
Oh god.
Who is
It
this
feels-
individual?
It feels
I
bad, I imagine.
dare not speak its name. Cursed be the creature. Cursed be the villain.
It would help us find them if we knew their name.
Oh, I dare not speak such words, no. But I will tell you, this outsider, they live in the woods, away from our small village, scheming our downfall. In a tall tower, guarded by a hideous, smurf-eating cat.
Oh my god.
It must be a
I-
mighty feline to threaten your people.
No, most of the Smurfs are very weak. Hey, that's not fair. Not you, brawny Smurf. That's why I've been making more of you. We need more muscle if there's no heroes to help. But now there are! So I can convert you back to biomass and make some normal Smurfs.
Wait.
Oh.
Making more?
Yes! All of these Smurfs are my beautiful children.
Well, why would you
The fucking grave Schmorf.
unmake them?
To make more Smurfs!
Hey, but he already exists. Shouldn't he be able to stay?
But then he could be normal.
He could be what?
Normal. He could be a normal Smurf.
I mean, do you like being brawny?
No, it's okay. I mean, it's my purpose. Yeah, see, it's your purpose now, but when I reconfigure you, yeah, then I'll be a normal Smurf, I guess. So I'll be more Smurfy?
The patriarch nods.
Okay, I mean, being more Smurfy's better, so yeah, I'd like to be a normal Smurf after this.
Internal screaming. I understood.
Could you?
Oh, brave heroes, find the tower and slay the villain who would destroy our Smurfy way of life. And if you do, I shall reward you handsomely.
Could you tell us a little bit more about like when this got started?
Oh. He clutches his heart.
The villain came during our time of weakness. So many Smurfs lost to the plague. So few corpses to lay our spores in. And the villain came and began to sow seeds of dissension. I used all of my strength to cast them out of our village, cruel deceiver. And yet still they would try and destroy us. I have had to gather corpses to make more Smurfs, but there are so few. I fear to bring the corpses of those that have died of the plague, that the plague might spread again. I've already lost so many good Smurfs.
What of your neighbors? I hear you are friendly people.
Yes, yes. There have been many neighbors who have died. Shame and a crime. But what can we Smurfs do when we ourselves are so few in number?
You haven't been able to
Less
appeal to them for
Smurfy
aid?
world.
He shakes his head.
I cannot ask aid for those who are already desperate and suffering. But heroes, like you live to help people. I knew we would find some eventually if I just sent enough normal Smurfs out.
How many have come back?
One!
Oh dear.
Oh.
That is most
There's an
unfortunate.
unfortunate truth about being Schmorfy that it makes one very delicious. I fear most of our scouts have been eaten by birds. It happens quite frequently when Schmorfs leave the village.
You poor people.
Yes, it's been trying, but now you're here to save us.
Well, we're willing to hear you out if you could give us some information in exchange.
I will do the best I can.
We assisted the Fae over in the Dreamwoods, and one of them, a goblin, asked me to pass along and ask after another goblin named Ren.
Ah, yes. Ren. My village has met this goblin you speak of a few times. She is quite a skilled wizard in her own respect.
Oh. Do you know where she lives?
Ren tended to her village for quite a time, but the plague overtook the poor polygobs. I believe she led the few survivors to a place that was supposed to be safe, a city of Emerald Towers.
Oh,
Hmm.
thank goodness.
I hope she made the journey. I hope she wasn't eaten by birds.
As do I.
Looks to our
Those
resident
birds!
goblin. It's like, yes, I imagine some birds of sufficient size could threaten even goblins.
He just kind of looks back and just nods slowly. He doesn't say anything.
I mean, you guys saw an owl the size of a Tyrannosaurus just like
Yeah.
a couple days ago in
Yeah.
story, so like, yeah.
And heaven forbid, Greek mythology loved its killer birds.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was anyway. How is Gore reacting to this?
Well, he's taking it very mostly in stride, but there's still the overall look of, oh, these guys are fucking weird.
Yeah, and for that to be a phase reaction, that says something.
That's a fucking Fey racist.
I mean,
He's not racist.
when Fae are
it's-
left to their own
It's,
devices.
remember, like TT said, they're isolationists, so most Fae don't really know what a small.
Oh, so
village
these
is
are
like.
Fey Amish.
Basically,
Oh my
yes. Yes. So he got invited to
The
an
same with the same. Oh, you're a Gentile. Ugh. But
It's like-
instead, you're not Schmorfy. Ugh.
Like, imagine you've only heard of the Amish, and then you visit their village, and you know nothing about how Amish actually make their villages.
I've had that experience, as a matter of fact.
Yes, that is.
I had met Amish on trains.
A lot of the kids were staring at me like I was fucking blue. I had a mohawk at the time.
Oh my god. Oh, that's not. Oh man, that's not something for on the air. Anyway.
Oh no. But so if we are to assist you then, and we don't know the identity of this malefactor, could you at least
will
point
know
us in the
They have a
direction?
tower guarded by a great orange cat.
Tower, are they a wizard?
Oh
A
no.
black tower. Oh, I'm sure they are involved in all sorts of fiendish witchcraft.
Looks to the witch.
Yeah, witchcraft is not inherently fiendish.
But this would be fiendish witchcraft. They're a very nasty person.
Noted. Do you know if they are actually a witch, or are you merely using shorthand?
I might be. They're an awful person. They have practiced strange and awful arts of transmutation.
Oh, all right. That doesn't narrow it down, but more information is more information.
Yes, you've mentioned this transmutation. Are they just making your Smurfs into things that are not Smurfs?
Oh, they would like to. They would like to indeed.
Well, if you could just point us in the general direction, we could help.
Yes, and he gives you directions on where in the woods to find this black tower guarded by an orange cat.
Did we leave Ollie and Mervyn's?
No, he's with you. I don't think he went with you into the village. But he's
The Smurfs are
Yeah,
very
he's following
tasty.
along on the path.
It's probably-
Unless you left him with Uli, because Uli's staying in the Nervans.
Oh, Did we leave our children together?
Honestly, that's
I
probably
think
the
Uli might
best
rub off on Ollie the wrong way.
I'm gonna say honestly, probably keeping them together is the best like short-term plan, since we're heading to the Emerald City, and who knows what will distract an Odontotyrannus there.
Yeah.
I don't think we should bring an Odontotyrannus into the Emerald City.
And it's a good thing we didn't bring him into this village, because otherwise I don't think we could have stopped him.
He would have taken 2 bites of these mushrooms and had the munchies something fierce.
Schmorfs,
God.
Schmorfs are canonically delicious. Raw, stewed, fried, grilled. There's no wrong way.
Yeah.
Sauteed.
Okay. Thank you, Elder Schmorf.
All right. You have your marching orders. Do you have any more questions for the Schmorfs?
Is he human? Is this person human?
What person?
Gargamel.
Oh, no. It is a vile and hateful thing. I've never seen the like it of it, and wish I would never see it again.
All right.
Yes, I don't think we're going to get much information out of him. And concrete information, that is.
Yeah.
Does Gore know if Smurfs are usually very knowledgeable, or are they usually very ignorant?
Usually very ignorant but well-meaning when it comes to
Okay.
interacting with the outside world, because they're isolationists.
Alright.
They like to stay in their little Schmorf villages with their little Schmorf customs and their very strictly defined Schmorf caste system. Which is saying something, since the fair folk already have kind of a caste system anyway. And they're like, if you like ask Schmorfs to help you out with something, they will be so gung-ho and so affable and so sweet and ignorant, but in a way that's sort of like charmingly naive. It's like, oh, they just don't get out very much.
Gotcha. So them saying they don't know what the hell it is nothing special. That was mostly what I was.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Schmorfs kind of categorize the world in Schmorfs and non-Schmorfs. And I guess Schmorfs, good non-Schmorfs, and bad non-Schmorfs.
Gotcha.
Is there such thing as a bad Schmorf?
Someone who's not very
If you're a
Smurfy.
bad Schmorf, you're not a Schmorf anymore.
Get repurposed, evidently.
Yeah.
So yes, let's poke around these woods.
All right. You poke around the woods.
Once we're out of there. Hey, so that was weird, right?
That was indeed a unfamiliar experience, as I could politely put it.
We're just gonna glance around real quick to make sure there's no Smurfs within hearing range, and just they're usually very trusting and open people, but they're very ignorant as well.
I mean, are they really so different than a human village that was, a little cut off from everyone else?
He makes
That's
that weird so-so gesture, when you wave your open hand back and forth. Just,
It just seemed to me like a village of rather ordinary bumpkins.
The way I don't know, the way they were talking about disassembling the other Smurf, and I don't know, it doesn't feel right.
They are Fey folk. They are.
Oh yeah, but Gore, Fae don't typically unmake other Fae, do they?
Depends.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the right answer. Like, you know, Gore, you would know that, like, a fairly common practice, less so in Mediterra, because Emperor Oberon and Empress Titania were very good leaders. But a fairly common practice among Seelie nobility is decapitating people as a deterrent
Mm-hmm.
in a fashion that does not kill them. You know, you say off with their heads, and then they spend a couple hundred years as a severed head.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you nothing but time to think.
Yeah.
Like, fairies do some fucked up shit.
Yeah. It's like he shrugs a little bit like this. Well, the one was asking for it, more or less.
Strange as it is to our perspective, you have to respect sometimes that you're going to run into people with totally alien mindsets.
Of course. That's not anything new to me. It's just odd to think about.
A very
Making
casual, yes, a very casual approach to life and death.
Well, from the sound of it, they seem to at least keep their consciousness, roughly. I don't know. They may just frame it nicer.
Maybe you can't really kill a Smurf in a way that matters.
Well, Gore, you would know, death is actually very rare in Fairyland.
Yeah.
It's very hard to kill something in Fairyland in a way that's actually final.
It's enough. A fair in their own woods are practically immortal. Practically.
And I mean, if they are really so connected, yeah, I would say there's a fair chance that it's just an exchange of bodies, maybe.
Again, he shrugs. Nobody really knows much about the Smarts. They're all a bit weird.
Yes, they are very curious people.
Again, it's the Fae calling them weird.
Yeah. I
Well,
will take your expertise on this matter, Gore.
No one's an expert on the Smarts besides Smarts.
Yeah, but you're the closest thing we have to an expert right now.
Again, he does that so motion.
Look, you know more than we do.
Again.
Yes? Oh my god.
They're really isolationist.
Technically accurate, yet also an overstatement.
Just like, you don't understand. They're really isolationist.
Cassidy, did that did you get an odd vibe amongst from all that too?
No.
Maybe it's just me.
No, it is all very weird.
Huh. I've heard secondhand horror stories about Smurfs, but not sure how valid they are.
Okay, the accent made it sound more like Smurf.
Yeah, these are Schmorfs, a legally distinct
That's
entity.
what I said, Schmorfs. Schmorfs.
Yeah.
It's the accent, don't worry.
Yes, until we see anything to the contrary, I am reserving my own judgments.
Yeah, I've heard stories where bands of adventurers were lured into the village and captured and then embedded with their s'mores, budding s'mores until they inevitably died.
That's horrifying.
I looked at TD.
It's not canon in this world. They
not canon,
purely feast on
but-
corpses.
You know
Everybody
TD.
has some kind of made up story about Faye.
It's not true. I mean, that's true. But what I meant to say.
But honestly, they feel more like those isolated religious communities who think that newfangled things like toilet paper is of demons.
It only was one time.
I don't know if I want to ask for more info about that.
Listen, we don't.
I know I'm
we
supposed to.
we don't like to talk about them in Geheim Amish.
Yeah, I know I'm supposed to seek knowledge, but man, that might be knowledge I don't want.
There are just some things humans were not meant to know. Well, a giant ominous black tower should be easy enough to find.
It might not be as obvious as you think,
Says a voice from behind all of you.
Huh?
You turn around and see a little orange cat.
Oh.
Oh,
With a little tabby, and it's got a little white spot on its chest as it's licking its paw. You know, William, you don't have to actually lick your paw while you're doing this.
Yes, you do.
oh God, are we about to be Wonderlanded?
you're all very loud.
We weren't trying to be sneaky.
I imagine to your ears we must be.
We weren't trying to be.
That's obvious.
So who might you be?
You are this person's cat, are you not?
Familiar, perhaps?
Perhaps.
The cat puts a little paw over the white spot over its heart.
Someone's cat? You dare to say that I would belong to somebody?
Fucking cat.
Of course not.
I'm
You're-
my own agent. Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course, you are a cat. Nobody can own a cat. But you know,
Oh,
cats often make partnerships with people.
Our partnership implies equality. I'm taking care of this one.
Fair enough.
There's always
Oh,
the
the
pecking
cat,
order.
Walks on its little pitty paws, and then seamlessly transitions to walking upright on two legs, putting its front legs behind its back as it walks around to observe you all.
Wait,
What?
is this an imp?
strange band?
No, it's not an imp.
Course.
Gore, I'm gonna give you this one for free since you are a fairy, and this is a very common variety of fairy.
Okay.
This is a cat she.
I was gonna
Um,
ask if it was a fairy or an uplifted familiar.
It's a cat she, which is a fairy cat. The white spot on the chest is the big tell. Generally cat she's are black, but they occasionally come in other varieties. But the thing that always remains constant is that they have the one big spot of white over their heart.
Okay. He'll do a little a little half, like half bow from the waist, and it's just, we are honored to receive the presence of a cat she.
Another
Very
one of the
fine
fair folk.
manners, Goblin, and I am honored to be in the presence of a noted gourmand.
He pats his stomach. He just,
Game recognizes game.
basically.
His appetite is prestigious.
Indeed it is. I am Janus.
Oh, you're two-faced.
I mean, you can't be mad at that. That's
Yeah, no,
literally what it is.
There's dial-up sound. In a manner of speaking.
The sort of answer I would expect from someone who calls themselves Janice.
They side-eye Alex.
It was not meant to be offensive.
Well, my good Catchy, friends may call me Gore.
And what would non-friends call you?
He just smiles. Nothing, hopefully.
That scary goblin
All
who
right,
just kind
nothing.
of crushes
So-
people to death.
Alright.
I'm nobody.
You are an odd group of mercenaries.
We're not mercenaries.
Well, let's be
I
real,
mean,
Janice.
For the technical purposes, we were just technically potentially hired by Schmorfs, even though.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, you
my
sure about
technical
that?
definition.
Practically, we didn't receive any payment.
Yes.
We were asked for help, and we're doing our best.
Investigating the issue.
Yeah, it's not. We've.
The cat.
Hmm?
The cat she looks at you all.
I don't expect this to be as simple as it is from the Schmorf's perspective.
Well, Janice, since you were kind enough to give me your name,
Fuck.
I would like to ask you honestly. Are you helping these Schmorfs out of a desire for a material reward,
No.
or out of the goodness of your heart? And as the cat she says this, you feel magic compelling you. Not that I think you wouldn't, but you feel magic compelling you to tell the truth.
Yeah. No,
You
I'm
gave
not
your
doing
name.
this for
They have
material
power.
gain. Well, I mean, would it work? Because it's
It is the name that you designate as your true name.
Yeah, you did not phrase it specifically as "I'll let you hear my name." You just said,
Damn,
"My
okay.
name's Janice,"
in
and
my
that's enough.
in my defense. I haven't exactly played with Fae like at all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let this be a learning lesson.
That's why Leica hasn't said a damn word outside of we're protecting our mercenaries.
But yes, answer. Truth.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. I am not helping them for any desire for material gain. I gave you my name. Great.
All right, I give it back.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
As I now have your honest word that you are in fact acting on good intentions, I want you to know that you led.
I was honestly expecting that to be what we would find.
Gore gives a shrug that kind of is like, yeah, sounds right.
By all means, then, fair cat, enlighten us.
Oh, that is tricky because there are some oaths, but if you promise by your names that you are friends and not foes, I can bring you to the one that the great patriarch of the Schmorfs would like killed. And you can hear of her.
Oh.
Did this have to be a goblin?
No.
Hmm.
She
Human?
jumps onto her forelegs and walks. Oh, there's nothing quite like her yet.
Oh.
And she takes you into deep into the woods until you find a clearing where there is a mushroom that's about 3 feet tall, which you guess could be considered a tower by a Schmorf standards,
Oh,
with a red cap and a black stem.
is this Smurfette? Smurfette.
And
Oh, it might be.
you see a little Schmorf with
Yeah.
long, dark blue filaments coming out of her cap. And a sort of secondary cap on her torso that sort of flares out almost like a skirt.
Aw.
She is currently tending to some very small mushrooms. When she sees you all coming, squeaks and runs to hide under her big mushroom tower.
Don't worry, we are not here to hurt anybody.
Looks to the Akasi. I can see what you meant by they being under your protection.
Come out, dear. They're friends. I had them swear by their names.
And she comes out from under her mushroom.
Hello, little one.
Hello.
Hello. It's a pleasure.
Oh,
I take it you're not like the others, are you?
She looks very ashamed and rubs her arms together. What?
Not very smorfy, I suppose.
And she flinches a bit as you say the phrase.
Oh,
Man, growing up, Smurfy took a dark turn.
yeah. I knew this was coming.
Yeah,
Escaping the Smurfish.
yeah.
I am not surprised one iota.
Nor am I.
You've already taken down one patriarchy.
Yep. Yeah. Janice will kneel, just like get closer in height. You are different, and they don't like that. Yes.
She nods. It's just this is really awkward to just start right into. Do you want some juice?
That would be delightful.
And she runs into her mushroom and comes out with some essentially pond water
Oh God.
in tiny little thimble-sized glasses.
Gore's gonna have no problem with this.
Yeah.
A fine bouquet.
It's very much.
It's not like not like intentionally poison, but like it's not like going to hurt us, is it?
oh,
TT?
oh! I didn't think of that because most of you aren't fairies. Oh no.
No, that was not in character. That was me talking to you.
Too
Yes.
late.
Oh.
Yeah, because Janice would know.
You look at it. It's probably fine. I mean, normally you'd probably want to boil it, but it's like a fucking thimbleful. It's not gonna do shit.
Okay.
What,
You're the
what,
medicine
you gonna get a
person.
brain-eating amoeba?
Yeah. I'm the medicine person, so.
Bet Brady and me I have two.
Oh god, I'm just imagining the good all natural witch's cauldron, a tree stump full of water.
Oh, yeah. Forbidden Jamba Juice.
Mm-hmm.
Who drinks the Schmorf juice?
I shall drink the smorf juice.
Okay, as you drink it, and by drink it I mean you spritz a little on your tongue because again her cups
A
are the size of a
thimble.
thimble.
Mhm.
It's a very odd taste. It's a little bitter, very mildly sweet mixed with that, and there's almost a slight sort of umami flavor, like just a little heartiness, like someone juiced a mushroom.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not bad.
No, just the way you worded that, considering we have, like, sapient mushrooms here.
But they also live in mushrooms.
That is true.
And mushrooms will be the first ones to eat other mushrooms.
Mhm.
I mean, she probably feels the same way when if you were to offer her like a bacon, she'd be like, "But this came from you."
True.
Yeah.
A bacon.
There's a
yes.
world of difference between the meat that thinks and the meat that don't. But yeah, he samples that.
Yeah. After Janice will pull aside the mask enough to drink. Well, spritz.
As you all drink, she sort of holds her hands together and looks at you with big, wide, hopeful eyes that, clearly like trying to see whether you enjoy it.
That is good. Not quite like anything I've had before.
Bitter, sweet, and hearty, which I imagine reflects your own character.
Aww, she's so small.
Could I know what to call you, friend?
She sort of looks away. I haven't chosen a name yet.
She trans.
Allegory.
No, she's literally trans.
She's like,
A mushroom.
but I want one because
Names are good.
I can tell you the whole story, and maybe you can convince the patriarch that this isn't such a bad thing. It's just a while back, things were getting really rough, and the patriarch thought it would be good to get some help. So I went out to scout, and I met these other people, these non-Schmorf people, and they were so interesting. And some of them, all Schmorfs are well, we don't call them boys, but they're boys.
Yes.
But some non-Schmorfs aren't boys, they're girls. And I just thought that was really interesting, and I thought, what if we had girl Schmorfs?
And the patriarch did not appreciate this.
No, and I had to sort of figure out some ways to do it that weren't Schmorfy ways, because only the patriarch's supposed to control the biomass, but I mean, anyone can do it.
I understand.
Yes, he made quite a big kerfuffle about you converting others. Has anyone come with you? Or
She
you
shakes her
all
head.
alone out here?
They don't.
You
They told me I'm not Schmorfy because I'm not being a normal Schmorf, or a brainy Schmorf, or a brawny Schmorf, or an explodey Schmorf, and
That's because you're a very special Schmorf.
I might have accidentally given Brainy Schmorf a existential crisis.
which one? There's like 17.
Oh. So the patriarch wants to turn you back into biomass. Yeah.
No, he wants to kill me.
Oh God. Oh, well, I will not let this stand.
He told me I wasn't allowed back in the village, and that if I came back in the village, he'd kill me because I'm not worthy of being a Schmorf anymore, that I'm a bad Schmorf, and that I'd corrupt the other Schmorfs with my presence. So I tried to live far away, but it's really hard.
This is getting very real, TT.
Oh, I'm sorry, is it getting into an uncomfortable place? Okay, I'll try to tone it down.
Well,
Yes, Janice here, my good friend Janice. They just went through something very similar to your situation.
I
And
did.
guess what? They made a great change.
There's have you heard of the city of Minervans?
That's
A
I
human
think
village.
I remember a Brainy Schmorf talking about human cities once. They're all named after those silly things you guys believe in, the gods.
Okay.
Tell me the name of
You
God,
must-
you fungal piece of shit.
You must remember that fair folk do not care for gods because gods kind of took worship from them.
Fair. Well, they are named after gods, but my Minerva, the god of Minervans and my god, is a very kind goddess.
Very wise.
Very wise. She wanted everyone to be treated as equal, including the non-humans and the chimera. And that wasn't what was happening in Minervans. They pull off the mask completely, showing the face. I am neither man nor woman anymore. And well, I like being closer to a woman than a man. Truthfully, I am a little more in between. But people like me and people who are completely women weren't being treated the best there. So, me and my friends overthrew the leader of the city and have instituted change. Obviously, it's not going to be the same for you, but I understand. You are special. You are special, and you deserve to be who you are.
She smiles, and if Schmorfs could blush, she probably would blush.
Aw. I like your skirt.
Thanks, I made it myself.
Oh, hell yeah, she gets it. Jadis will smile. What would you like to do?
She looks down and she's like, I don't know. It's hard living alone by myself, but I don't know if I can go back there after the things they've said.
That's fair.
If we got you
And none
some-
of us will make you.
If I weren't so small, I'd like to go out traveling, but
If we managed to get you some of that biomass, could you make more friends or augment your size?
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. TT,
yeah.
is Gwen with us?
Yeah, she is.
Okay. I just remembered. Oh, yeah, I have an apprentice now.
Please don't make me roleplay 17 different
No,
people.
no. I'm going to assume that she's watching, that she's... Oh, yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
bring Holly.
Basically, they're your camp companions when you don't have the main party.
Yeah, she's here. She's just being quiet.
She's just basically.
Someone's got to watch the cart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's basically Withers.
It popped into my head because it's been a bit since we played. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh wait. Yeah. Do you want to have more potentially like you? Would you like to be larger so you could more safely go out and travel?
I think the more important thing is to change their minds. Because
I'm willing-
eventually it would... What's to stop someone like her from appearing again and going through the same thing?
You're right.
We must address the source of the problem.
We will help you. Oh, and how did you meet your friend here?
Oh, well, I caught her.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a little awkward as friendships go. Yeah, I noticed she looked a little different, and at first I was like, "Oh, is it disease?" Then she talked to me, and I felt really bad. So
did you eat? Have you been eating other s'mores?
I mean, amongst other things, yes.
S'mores are
Well,
notoriously-
it's...
S'mores are notoriously delicious.
It is true. We are delicious.
Well,
God.
believe it or not, we could actually relate to befriending something that colossal that would want to eat us.
Yeah.
It's a common story, I think.
Thinking on that, Gora's gonna turn to the cat chief and says, "Excuse me, cat chief. Is there anything we may call you?"
Makachi looks at you and thinks for a moment.
I will not give you my name, but you may call me Tomy.
Oh.
Well met, tell me. Yeah, again, he wasn't asking for the name. He very specifically said, "Is there anything we may call you?"
Yeah.
True, but it's still important that you phrase both the question and the answer specifically.
Exactly. These are forest fae. They are peak fae fuckery.
Yeah. Fucking lost my name for a second there.
Well then, how do we go about returning to that village and changing the minds of them all? The Patriarch seems very set in his ways, but
Well-
convincing him would probably result in a cascade effect.
It would, but convincing him might be. Will
The
be
greatest
difficult.
prize for the greatest challenge, yes.
Also reminds me, Gora's gonna look around. Does he see this black tower they spoke of?
Yes, the
Yeah.
mushroom.
It's the mushroom.
Oh, sorry.
By their
By
tiny
Schmorf
standards.
it's a tower. For you guys, it's like 4 feet tall.
Oh. Just for a moment, he looks around and he stares at the mushroom. He's like, "Oh."
Have you been practicing wizardry, Little S'morf?
No,
Yes,
I-
I believe it was
I-
just the Patriarch phrasing it like that.
Likely, but
I admit I took a bit of the spores, the sacred spores, and I used them to just see if I could make a new cast.
all right. How did that go?
I think it went pretty well, she says, looking at her little dress and her cute long hair.
Aww.
Aww. Ah, yes. That was a rousing success, if you ask me. Well,
Yeah, it was just for me, and I think this is a valid cast.
as do I. We can.
I've got this little dress, she says, shaking her little secondary mushroom cap.
Yes. Oh man, skirt goes spinny. Oh. Honestly, you are probably the prettiest of the Schmorfs we've seen.
She smiles really bright at that.
Well then, how to approach this without hurting anybody? But by their standards, we're giants. It wouldn't take very much, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I'm not going. I don't want to go in there.
I'm
and
not going to bully them into being better people.
Yeah. Talking, obviously, but that wasn't even what we did at Minervans. I mean, it is for some people, but not the top.
Must be as simple as to guard her on the way to the village and let her speak her truth.
She shrinks back. I don't.
You do not need to confront anyone if you are not ready.
Man, we could just take us somewhere else. It won't be schmorfy, but far away from here.
I just suggest we steal biomass for her on the road.
Still,
But she wants people to be free to be like her if they want to be.
because I'm sure you have some friends still back in the village, yes?
She looks down a little sadly. I don't think so.
You'd be surprised. Some people
I'd
just
like
get
to
a little
be.
lost.
Hopefully this is not too intense.
No, I'm okay.
She's having an out-of-body experience.
Out of shroom experience. Yeah, that's typically out-of-body experience typically happens when you do shrooms.
It's just, Yeah. Anyway.
Well, I would like to return to the village and have a word with their patriarch.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
All right. Well, so very clearly, the little girl Schmorf does not want to confront the village herself.
DZ, look at the chat.
And Tomi the
I'm away
cat,
from my keyboard for a moment.
Tomi the cat, she will stay with her and make sure she's safe if you guys wish to confront the Schmorf village and try to change their minds Steven Universe style.
Well, DZ can't see the chat, so that's not fair, TJ.
All right, I'll be nice. Everyone make a double insight check.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Kay. Oh my god! Lydia and Kay now. Kay.
If you're speaking, we
Micah.
cannot hear you.
Micah!
Lydia?
Must have burped.
Oh.
Did I not hear Kay say BRB?
I don't recall him saying it.
I did not hear.
There's something messing
I
around.
didn't
with
hear
that
Lydia
now.
BRP either.
I
Oh.
didn't verb.
Okay.
Alright.
Roll double insight, Lydia.
I'm back.
Oh my god, we're rolling so bad! What the
What
fuck?
are we rolling for?
And
Double insight,
Double
guys. Please
insight.
roll good.
you don't know. Double insight, K-boy.
Okay. Inspect with insight. Oh,
Fuck.
insight.
Oh my god!
All right,
I'm
well,
gonna
none of you
roll.
noticed.
I'm gonna
No,
use Pablo
no.
point to reroll that one.
Yeah,
Just fuck that shit.
Yeah, I was about to say the same.
that's fair. Hey,
Okay, that's a
Better.
4 plus 7 equals 11.
Okay.
much better.
Leica, you, as you guys are talking, hear very faintly some scampering. And as you turn to the sound of noise, you just barely manage in time to see a couple of normal schmorfs peeling off back into the forest, having clearly spied on you guys throughout this whole interaction.
You got... Can I, TT, use my
Yeah.
newest rogue ability called, hold on, let me go look at my ability. Fuck, where's my... It's been a while, so... Called, See You Later, where I may use an action to spend a 1 5 point to add from the current scene and repairing whatever I want in this different scene. I want to use this ability to basically...
Explain that slightly slower.
I may use an action and spend 1 fabulous point to vanish from the current scene, reappearing wherever I want during a different scene, which another player character is present. I'm going to use that to flavor to basically to intercept the Schmorfs before they get back to the village. It's a rogue ability.
Well, see, like it would be you disappear from this scene and you reappear in whatever
another
scene
player.
follows, or
So
one of the
basically,
scenes that
what I was
follows.
thinking is that Like would be gone and the other people will go after the Smurfs, and I would already be there.
I'm weighing it. I'm trying to think.
It does cost a fabulous point, so it's basically the same as altering the story, basically, but a more
All
flavor
right,
to the rogue.
all right, I'll allow it.
So that's 2 fabulous points I spent.
Oh god.
So I spent 2 fabulous points this session.
Nice.
I assume you tell us that you shout out to us.
Basically, you would have noticed like it gone, and you hear like movement in the forest.
Oh, they're
She
spying.
ninja'd out.
Well, we'll be back, and Janice will chase after them.
Boom. Well, sure. All right. What do you think? Where do you think you all are going?
Hey, we haven't gone to the next scene yet.
Yeah,
Right
Janice
now,
took
you're
off after
ollied
them.
out, and we got to deal with everyone else being like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, they were spying on us, and Janice will run and like call back to. Keep an eye on her. Keep her safe. To the cat Sith.
The cat she.
Cat she.
I know how to pronounce that one, so I'm gonna do it. Well, actually, probably not cat, but fuck it. I know how to pronounce the second half, so I'm gonna do it right.
Yeah, and I don't.
Don't
Well, I'm
worry.
telling you,
It's
she.
easy to think it's a girl. Cat she.
Yeah, I called the cat to the Kai Shi to,
Name's
watch her for safe. And I
Her
run
name is
after
Tommy.
the.
I'm making a joke because Kate Sheath or Kate Sith is one of the alternate pronunciations that people use very commonly.
That is the 7. Ain't she? What are you doing here?
Yeah, cats
Yeah.
are-
For the sport,
Mine is bugging me. My orange cat is bugging me.
All right. So do you all run after the Schmorf?
Yes.
You all run after the Schmorf while the cat she keeps our little Schmorfette safe in her black tower.
May
Um,
Gore stay behind with the other two Fae for a minute? 'Cause
Yeah, of course.
He's gonna stay there in case they circle around or some fucking nonsense happens.
You absolutely can.
Okay.
And in fact, as the others go running off, the catchy will be grooming itself as cats are wont to do. But the little schmorf girl will look at you and say, "So you're a goblin?
Yes.
I've met a couple of goblins.
You're quite the numerous folk. Or were.
I think you don't get treated well by the other fairies.
Mm. There are many that share that sentiment.
I like your hair.
Thank you. The trick is not eating it.
That makes sense."
Nods.
All right, the rest of you go chasing after the schmorfs,
Mhm.
only to find Leica with 2 schmorfs in hand, both of them struggling.
Let us go! Let us go, you monsters!
Relax. Relax.
You're awful! You're not Schmorfy at all!
I mean, we're not Schmorfs.
That,
But
Alex is finally going to catch up because he is not built for running.
relax. What kind of Schmorfs are you two?
They're normal
I mean,
schmorfs.
well, if they're brand new, they wouldn't have been caught, and if they're bronze, they'd be too big. And they haven't exploded yet, so
Exploded.
yeah, exploded schmorfs.
Are there looks to the Schmorfs? Are there exploding Schmorfs?
Yes.
No, they asked the Schmorfs.
Those poor, clumsy, explodey Schmorfs.
He's gonna walk over. My friends, let's calm down. Why do you find her scary? Think about it.
She's
Why
not
is she scary?
Schmorfy!
But she is. She's a
Who told you
Schmorfy
they're
dwarf.
not schmorfy?
The Patriarch! Every Schmorf has a specific purpose and role that's designed by the Patriarch!
Were you
If you're not
designed
fulfilling
to
the
chase?
role the Patriarch made, you're not Schmorfy!
God.
Mm.
Uh-huh. And who said the patriarch is right?
The
Who said-
Patriarch!
So
Designed
he,
the
so he
patriarch.
said, so he gets to say he's schmorfy enough.
Yes!
But what if he's the one who's not schmorfy?
That's fucking ridiculous.
Oh. He got one to curse.
My friend, look at me. We're not Smorfy, but we would like to help you people. Just because something is not Smorfy does not mean it's bad.
Careful, normal Schmorf. The non-Schmorf have the power to assume a pleasing shape. You're right, normal Schmorf.
Wait, what?
They're trying to trick us with devilry and lies.
Hmm.
Pleasing shit.
Wait,
That's
Even
because
the
it's
mushrooms find Alex attractive. This is getting out of hand.
Fucking Don. It's not your fault that you're Don Bluth.
You're the one who pattered him after fucking Astarion.
I know. It's like everyone desires this vampire twink.
Alright, let's calm
Fucking
down.
Don Bluth ass fucking Astarion.
I am. Who made your patriarch?
They stop.
That's a good question.
And they think.
There's a right, they've got patriarchs, yeah, that. So, I guess sometimes a Schmorf gets chosen to be a patriarch,
So,
Well, my
and he
friends.
makes a new one.
Well, I know you don't get out of this your village very often, but let me tell you something that we humans, we non-smorphs, have to learn. Sometimes just because somebody says they should be in charge does not mean they should be. Sometimes they're the one who lies. Because, come to think of it, your patriarch is quite massive, isn't he?
Of course he is. He's the patriarch.
Have you seen any other patriarchs like him?
I've never seen another patriarch before.
Ah, yes. And it's odd, don't you think, that just by law of numbers, there's lots of you and just one of him. By definition, then, isn't he less Smurfy than everyone else?
What if they're right?
He's unique.
What if we should kill all the other non-Schmorfy Schmorfs so only the normal Schmorfs are around?
I'm
However,
losing-
my friends, consider this. Just because something is special and different, you can still be good friends with them. Don't you?
Like how we're friends with the patriarch.
and why there's no reason you shouldn't be friends with the new kind of Schmorf.
What
But
about
she's
Rainey's?
not right. She wasn't made by the patriarch.
Then the patriarch wasn't made by the patriarch.
Do you two happen to know any of the brainy or brawny Smurfs?
Yeah. They're less Schmorfy than we are, though.
And why is that?
Because we're normal Schmorfs and they're Brady Schmorfs and Brawny Schmorfs. Yeah, instead of pure Schmorfiness, they've invested some of their mass into aberrations that suit the needs of the hive.
But
And-
doesn't that make them extra Smurfy since they're
No.
doing
Make them
things to help the
deviants.
rest of you?
Well, that's
Yeah.
pretty Schmorfy. Not saying they're not
From-
useful.
From what I've heard from
They're all
my
amazing.
good friend Gore, you Smurfs are a very friendly people. You're friendly even to those who are different from you.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So
Then why can't you
if
be?
you're friendly to us, why can't you be friendly to your friends?
We are friendly to our friends.
Your
I'm friendly to
family?
you, normal Schmorf. I'm friendly to you, normal Schmorf.
But are you friendly to Brady Schmolfs and Exploded Schmolfs and Brawny Schmolfs?
Yeah, even though the Brady Schmorfs are really annoying and the Brawny Schmorfs are really dumb and the Exploding Schmorfs constantly explode and cause horrific collateral damage when they trip.
Then why can't you be nice to the new kind of Schmorf?
And she's not right. She wasn't made by the patriarch.
But again,
But
the
that's to be
patriarch
established,
didn't make
nor
the patriarch.
patriarch wasn't made by the patriarch.
Well, we don't know that for sure. We just got your word on it, and you're not even a Schmorf.
There, it is.
If there was,
Apologize for how frustrating this conversation must be.
well, let me
This
ask
is
you
literally
this.
religious deprogramming, and we are not professional psychiatrists.
Well, let me ask you this. If the patriarch Schmorf, if he went away, if he just, or he didn't give you orders, what would you think?
Oh, I'd be terrified. I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
Do you have no hobbies, nothing you like to do? Don't you like to skip pebbles?
I like to be Schmorfy.
The
What
other
is
normal
the-
Schmorf, however, is oddly silent.
What is being Schmorfy?
Why, it's doing what the patriarch says Schmorfs do.
Mm-hmm. My friend, you're
So,
quiet. It seems you
You're
have
not
something
being
to say.
Schmorfy at all.
You're right. I need to fight harder because I shouldn't be allowing you outsiders to control me.
Yeah, and he
Ah.
starts trying to struggle in your hand, and it's incredibly pathetic. The other normal Schmorf is thinking.
Take your time, friend.
I want to plant acorns.
That is good.
What? Yeah. I wanna get a bunch of acorns and I wanna plant them in the ground and see what grows out.
That could be
It's
very
not
helpful for
Schwarfy.
this forest.
That's not Schwarfy at all. I don't care. I wanna see what acorns become. I'm sick of planting mushrooms. You're a fucking heretic.
Oh my god!
Are you telling me that you have no sacrilegious desires whatsoever?
No, I'm purely Schmorf. You should squish this fucker.
I don't know. That sounds pretty brownish wolf to me.
Yes.
I wanna plant some acorns. I wanna skip through tulips.
You want to observe the brook?
I want to grab a mouse by the throat and strangle it till the knife leaves its eyes.
Well, that's a little more problematic of a desire, but let's move on from there.
The zealous normal Schmorf looks at its fellows like,
you're fucking dead to me. You're not a normal Schmorf. You're not Schmorf at all.
Or maybe he is the Schmorfiest of them all.
If he's Schmorfy, I want to cut my own head off.
That can be arranged.
You motherfucker.
Well,
I'd
I
rather
just-
die a Schmorf than live in whatever this is.
well, I would like to think that each Smorf would be able to define what it means to be a Smorf.
That sounds horrible. It sounds like
It's-
heresy.
It sounds very challenging, yes. When you've had someone else give you all the answers. It seems scary, doesn't it?
Maybe they're right. We can do whatever we want. I can plant acorns. I can go around strangling mice.
Okay, not that one.
I would advise against that. The mice are much bigger and stronger than you.
How did I find the babies?
Oh my.
they're Amish. They've got weird thoughts.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
Yeah, they have baby steps and they're easy to catch.
hmm Look, you want to plant acorns and you want to skip through tulips and you want to defend yourself against the mice.
Yeah, violently.
Your friend back there she just wants to be a little different. You have a
Can't we
lot more in
change
common
what
with her.
Schmorfy is?
You can. Because we have people over in the human world who define what it means to be human. And sometimes they're wrong.
Yeah.
They're Schmorf. We can make a world where anyone can be Schmorfy whatever way they please. I don't want to live in your fucking world.
Then you are not.
You
Schmorfy.
are going to be a very lonely Smorf.
You fucking monsters. You're evil.
Can I roll an insight to see if this Schmorf is a lost cause?
Yeah, he is.
No roll needed.
I had the one Schmorf, the converted Schmorf to someone else with a
I'll
strong
take
grip. And
Okay. Like,
Well-
They are delicious.
we're not just killing a Schmorf.
oh, we're not. Hey, Tommy, these are delicious, right?
You're far away from
man.
Tillman.
Oh,
You guys sprinted like 50 feet or something.
Yeah.
You are literally in another scene right now,
all right.
Mm-hmm.
as per the mechanics of the role that you use.
Mhm. So he's going
I'm
to.
tempted to just do a try to football kick the Schmorf into the
No,
stratosphere.
God, he'll just go back to the village.
Then eat him. He's
The kick would probably be enough force too.
Alex is going to take the other Smurf.
The deviant.
Yes, the deviant. It's like, you, my friend. Do you want to be Acorn Smurf?
I could be Acorn Schmorf,
Yeah, and that
Or-
time,
the Mouse Strangler.
baby steps. But think about it this way: if you be Acorn Smurf, that means whenever people talk about you, they don't have to ask which normal Smurf is that.
I could
They
be
will
my
know
own
who you are.
Schmorf instead of just one of a cast.
Yes.
And I could strap large bits of metal onto my hands so I could stab people.
We're creating a red cap.
Cats already exist.
God.
This would be their mascot.
Well, my friend, the beauty of this is that you'll be able to free and choose your own path. Just watch out for people who think you're going to be a jerk.
God.
I'll
Can't
tell
see.
them I'll have metal strapped to my hands.
You can't see Janice's face, but it's like 1,000 yards. Dear God, what have we done?
We're trying our best here.
De-radicalization it has some rough bumps.
No one said it was going to be easy. But, good friend Acorn Schmarf, I would like to
Yeah?
convince everyone else, too, that they can choose just as you did. They can be whatever weird little weirdos they want to be. But what changed your mind?
Well, the fact that being a Schmorf fucking sucks.
Really now?
It
Could-
sucks.
As a non-smorf, could you tell me how does the patriarch define being a smorf? And why does
He
it suck?
defines it by us following his orders and rules and necessities for life.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be happy and nice all the time. I gotta do work whenever I'm ordered to without complaint. Anyone who complains is wrong and has to be punished.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't do things that aren't assigned to me, and it sucks.
Hmm.
Maybe I don't want to be nice. Maybe I want to go ape shit.
Well, let me tell you, my friend, when all your life you've lived under someone else's foot, getting mad is just natural.
Maybe I don't want to follow orders. Maybe I want to plant some acorns and strangle some mice.
We might have made a bigger problem here.
He's getting valuable intelligence.
I don't like that he defines what my life is supposed to be like. I don't like when he tells me what I've got to do. God, I just want to reach into his face and rip out his eyeballs.
Well then. And tell me what happens when you don't do what he tells you to do?
Oh, he commands us to dissolve into biomass.
Just like that? Just
Yeah, well, like he's just like, I'm done with you, and then you just sort of like exploded to goo.
that doesn't seem very fair at all.
No, kind of sucks being goo, and then you're in the goo pile, and then eventually he can whip you, and he's like, "Are you gonna be a good Schmorf now?" And you're like, "Yeah."
Have you met any other Smurfs who've just kind of kept it quiet what they want to do?
Oh yeah, we all do that. Even that fucking prude over there on the other hand.
Really now?
What does he want to do?
he wants to sneak into people's houses and lick their shoes.
Well, you are a mushroom, and people walk in very interesting places.
I was waiting for
Yeah.
him to get
It
spiked.
sounds like he's
of
gonna
course
be.
of course, the fundies in defeat.
And he's going to
no.
raise his voice a little pointedly. Sounds like to me that you're the sort of Smurf who would want to explore.
No, I'm a good Schmorf. I follow the rules.
And if you didn't have to, would you like to?
No, I'm a good Schmorf. I follow the rules. I'd rather die.
Wouldn't you like to live deliciously?
Don't you want to lick some delicious feet? Normal Schmorf.
Because
Shut
let me
up.
tell you, my friend,
Shut up.
that's not normal at all.
Oh, and he squirms his arms out of your fingers and plunges them into his cap and rips his cap off his head. At which point the Schmorf's body like rapidly withers and decays into spores.
Well then,
Oh,
that is
Like it
unfortunate.
like it takes a match.
No. Remember, perhaps our friend here should take those spores. It's very hard to kill Fae. Perhaps in time, he could come back around.
Yeah, maybe if we planted it in someone's feet.
Well then,
No.
Acorn Smurf.
Janice is just staring into the middle of this.
So, could you give us a list of all the other Schmorfs and what secret desires they have?
What do I look like, Gossip Schmorf?
Are you?
Oh, there's a gossip Schmorf.
There used to be a gossip class, but Papa Schmorf was sick of them talking, so he had them all executed.
Well, that doesn't seem very fair at all.
I hate patriarch Smurf. I'm not gonna lie.
But is there anything you think you could tell us? Anything at all that might help us? We want your people to be able to decide for themselves what to do.
So you can
Thanks.
plant acorns and strangle rats.
Well, no one's gonna be able to do that while the patriarch's still around. We all take orders from him, so we can kill his stupid ass. Then we'd be free to do whatever we want. And the rest would all be panicking, but I'd know what I'd do. I'd go get my secret box of acorns and I'd start planting them.
Well, thank you for everything you've told us. And he's gonna lightly, just gently tap him on the top of the cap. You're a good Smurf for having an open mind.
He smiles.
Oh, thank you.
If I put you down, are you going to behave?
No, because I'm sick of following orders.
Well, let me rephrase that. You're not going to follow the orders of the Patriarch anymore, are you?
No, fuck that guy. He won't let me plant acorns and strangle mice.
Good enough. He sets him down.
He then stabs you right away.
With what? His blade of grass?
Yeah,
He doesn't yet have his metal.
I didn't say he broke the skin.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's a long con all along. Fuck you,
Off you go,
Outsider.
Acorn Smurf. Do whatever you please.
All right, so
He goes and runs to the nearest acorn tree.
All right.
what?
It seems very clear to me what we have to do.
Secret maze. Ooh, what's this bot from?
This is the theme music for Naoto's dungeon in Persona
Oh.
4,
Oh, that's
Which I
not
think is-
familiar.
which is I think is maybe a bit fitting for this arc.
Let us go
Oh
then.
God.
Well, let's
All right,
reunite back
all
up with Gore.
Yeah, we need to get Gore.
Yeah, the Smurfs might be willing to listen to a Fae more than us.
Sure.
I said maybe.
Yeah, I know.
So that was an enlightening experience. It was like it had a vial of formerly zealous morph, or
We'll give-
Feech morph as each fellow will ever be now known.
We'll give this to our new Schmore friend. Maybe she can do something with it.
Yes, I feel like that's essentially a microcosm of society we're dealing with right now.
I hated that. I hated every second of that.
She looks at the vial of Schmorsports like, oh no.
He did this to himself.
Metaphorically?
No, literally, he ripped off his own cap.
She looks at the vial. It's like, oh, that poor Schmorf.
He was very set in his ways, but I understand that maybe he could be given a second chance.
She thinks about it. She nods. She runs into her little tower and comes out dragging the carcass of a dead sparrow.
Mhm.
Oh,
Which is very impressive for
She-
her size.
And she raises one of her little arms up. It's like, give me the spores, please.
So, exactly as he is, or is it a different cast?
Well, he's dead.
Oh,
Mhm.
dead.
Yeah,
dead.
he's dead. And she pours the spores out onto the sparrow. But the biomass is useful, so maybe. And she takes some strands of her hair, which is actually mushroom
Filaments.
filament. And she plucks it all out from under her cap and wraps it around the pile of spores onto the sparrow. She's like, I don't know if this will work because I'm not a patriarch, but she closes her little yellow eyes and you see a very tiny blue mushroom cap start to form out of the corpse.
oh.
When she looks, it's like, I'll take care of this.
And we'll try to take care of the patriarch.
Shoot.
I'm sorry that you had to go through all this trouble.
We're choosing to
be.
do.
As for this one, he wants to plant acorns, not take orders anymore, and
Strangle mice.
Oh, he's gone. He went to the nearest acorn
At
tree.
least
Yeah,
warn,
just letting her know.
we can at least warn her he's in the area.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah.
there's another Smurf in the area who's broken off, who's now obsessed with acorns, strangling mice, and walloping through tulips.
Tommy looks up and says, strangling mice, you say? And then licks her chops.
Yes, perhaps you could get along with him. In the meantime, we have to return to the village.
Are we gonna go kill? Are we gonna go topple another patriarchy?
You already know the answer.
Yeah, I know.
You should have acquired a taste for it by now.
Look,
Eh.
Alex. As soon as we entered that village and we saw the patriarch, I knew that was where this was going.
that, or we can. Well, every forest needs a fire for new things to grow.
We're not burning it.
It's a metaphor.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Especially since mushrooms
I
don't
mean,
really burn.
Dora, you know who her parents are.
I do.
Micah hasn't had a chance to indulge that side of them.
Yes, and you gotta pat Janice on the shoulder. How about your second serving of smashing the patriarchy?
Yeah, I'm game for that. Again, I was expecting that from the moment we saw him.
Micah hasn't had a lot of options to do explosions or
So-
fire.
All right.
Some people have
Let's head
radar,
back.
some people have disposable patriotic radar.
Yes.
Ah, yes, misogynar.
Destroy the band. Free them all.
Yeah, I saw this coming. I saw this coming from a mile away. They say as we walk away.
Okay. So you guys heading back to the Schmorf village?
What's something? So, you know, mushroom is essentially, like dealing with fungus is something a doctor would know how to do, right?
Yeah.
What would be a good thing to whip up to like essentially be an instant kill button for a
Fire.
fungus? Okay.
Fire.
Looks
Anything
like
like fire and anything that dries out the air, because funguses need moisture.
yeah.
And
Looks
like
like
heat will destroy
um,
their spores before they can get inside your lungs.
like
Not the Schmorfs are like a very poisonous fungus. They're happy little guys.
Mhm.
Eh,
it's time for fire.
For now,
Good.
let's keep up a
Good,
pretense. Get
good.
up
Kind
close
of
to him.
like Leica pulls out her flame blades.
If we can't get through this by talking, and I highly doubt we will, we're probably gonna have to kill the patriarch.
Aye. For now, let's keep up a pretense. If those are the only ones spying on us, then we may have a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
All right. Time to fight the Schmorf village.
What?
And apparently, there was more than two spies.
That or this is the plan all along.
All right. So the Schmorfs have rallied as they see you coming. And you hear a thrumming in the air as the voice of the patriarch vibrates through you.
You think that there is anything that goes on with my Schmorfs that I do not see?
Very well, then.
Their eyes are my eyes.
Anyways, set yourselves here for the first round of the Schmorf War.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Where?
Right
By
here.
the bridge. Take it to the bridge.
The North Bridge?
Up here, yep. Top. There we are.
Oh god.
And roll initiative.
Alright. Like is best stat. Alright, where do I roll initiative? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, we just need her to roll, really.
19.
You guys win. You guys get to go first.
I'm sorry.
Only one of you needs to out compete the Schmorfs.
Wow, and I rolled really good.
Hey, be proud.
It was pointless.
No, what if Leica had rolled like shit?
Let's see. I have an 11 initiative, so if I rolled like shit,
It would be at minimum what? 13?
well, yeah. Oh yeah, 13 is my minimum.
Well, anyway. Leica, you're first.
I mean, you guys can go in whatever order you want.
Oh yeah.
Well,
So,
do you
okay.
want to just want to open up with a big bang?
Shrugs. I can.
I mean, shouldn't we save our big bang for the big boss?
They have plenty of mana.
Yeah,
Okay, then
and
go
Thor
for
can
it.
recover mana like no one's else.
That's true.
Okay. Creatures receive so it's 30 dark damage. What's that do to our Schmorf horde? So, who all, are you just picking all of them?
All the ones that are fighting us, yes. With a blast onto them.
Okay. Alright. Give me 1 second. I gotta alter a lot of HP now.
Sorry.
All right.
I think I'm probably going to change this to the updated version, or at least a modified.
All 3 floaty Schmorfs in this first wave, because they were reduced into crisis, promptly explode, dealing all of their current HP and damage to everyone on the field. So everyone takes 30 damage.
Oh.
That also includes the Schmorf hordes.
Oh, I am also in crisis now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have 16 health.
Now, those exploding Schmorfs are little bastards.
Yeah, noted.
Ow.
They're dead now, so don't worry.
I am at 21 health.
I'm at fucking 14.
34.
And that was their reaction, so now one of the Schmorf hordes can go.
This is the most damage
because
I've
they
taken
are
the whole campaign.
all reduced heavily in size, though. So... yeah, so... Brain, make work. Okay. So 13 plus 5. So it's 18 to hit. I'm gonna have to say Alex since he's in the front line.
Yeah, that'll
18 to hit
certainly
Alex.
hit.
Okay, you take 12 delicious damage.
Ugh.
As a horde of Schmorfs all jump upon you and batter you with their little fists.
Well, that's 4 HP.
Yeah, fuck.
I need healing.
Can I go next, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we all need healing.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast heal. We all get 40 HP back. Hold on.
Oh, I'm X again.
Okay. Yeah, so we all get more than 40 HP actually, because I have other things to boost healing. Equipment. So I'm pretty sure I have a Kata staff that I upgrade. Yeah, refurbished Kata staff. So we all get 50 HP back.
Which covers both the damage Alex took and us.
God, what's the cost though? That doesn't seem to be here. I'll have to check the book to see how much that costs. Because I don't have it here for some reason. That's turn.
Okay.
I do a heal.
Okay. Gore does 14 hit you.
Yep.
All right. You take 13 damage as a bunch of Schmorf batter you with their tiny little fists.
Kill him! Kill him alive!
But you could be any kind of Smurf you want to be!
We're gonna be the kind of Schmorf that kills you dead!
God damn it. I hate this place!
And it hates you, motherfucker!
Feet. I mean, after Shmir's feet Schwolf died, I'm not surprised.
You're just like the foot schmorf.
There's no such thing as a foot schmarf. Yeah, we don't really have feet. We've got these little knobs at the end of our... fuck off! We don't need to explain ourselves to you!
I mean the one that wanted to suck on feet.
Oh yeah, that guy was a freak.
You're all equal.
It's your guys' turn, by the way.
The music drops. Oh yeah, that guy was a freak.
Leica, Alex, and Cassidy have gone.
Yeah. Yeah. If
Yeah.
Cassidy is present,
Sunset.
I don't know if I should go.
We're currently just dealing damage, so
I mean, if Alex wants to use the orator abilities to try to mask away the swarms,
yeah, that's the thing. Orator's not very good at handling crowds, ironically enough.
so let's reduce the crowds a bit.
Yeah.
alrighty. Then Leica will get up.
Yeah, you go first.
Oh, I will look at my class ability. So I get melee weapon. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do that plus. Nice. I'm gonna use multi attack on the 3 swarms in front of me.
Yeah.
This is fire.
That hits.
That's 1, 2, 3. So instead of dark, it's supposed to be fire.
You kill those 3 schmorfs.
And we collect
Time for the next wave.
It's just a fucking blade storm of just.
How many of us are there? 5 of us?
Yep. Your wave is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. New round, baby. But we'll keep the old initiative.
Go back up to. So we're just back
Back
up
to
to
start.
order.
Back to
Alright.
start, yep.
Do we want to open it up the same way again, Goal?
I need a little bit more
Oh.
mana before I can burst again.
Yeah, and let's not set off any more explosions if we can.
Alright.
I actually got a. I'm going to use if your guys are okay with me going first. I'm sorry.
No,
What do you have in
yeah.
mind?
I was just gonna drain spirit. One of the
Get your mana back.
You know, one of the brainy smorphs. Let's go.
Do
Drain.
it.
So. Magic check
That hits.
It does that damage, which looks like 21.
All right.
To,
Just one of them, right?
yeah, it's only it's a single target spell.
All right. And how much MP do you drain?
Let's see.
It looks
Or does it
right.
just drain MP?
Target loses HR hurt plus 15 mind points,
Okay.
and I gain mind points equal to
So you gain 29.
what's that? Half mind points plus 10. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
It's worded a little weird. But now I can do it
Wait.
again.
Like it's 21, so you would gain 10. No, 11 because we always round up. All right. Well, that brainy Schmorf did not like that you sucked its mind.
No, my facts.
It says,
Actually,
and buffs the stat dies of one of the tough Schmorfs. In this case, their might die.
Oh,
Ooh.
geez.
All right, which one did he buff?
This one. This one got buffed.
All right, Lycus is gonna gear up. She lost 20 mind points that turn. You know what? Let's do it again. Oh, I have. So I have 41. Well, let's do that triple spin again. What 1 on big burly Schmorf.
Yep, tough Schmorf. The brawny Schmorf.
That's fire. Is he still alive?
Yes, he is still alive.
Second attack.
Wait, let me double check. Yeah, he's still alive.
Second attack, and that's fire damage. Still.
Now he's dead.
All right, and then that last one on the other brawny Schmorf.
Yeah, might as well get him out of the way.
Oh, that was a double. Does double do anything in combat?
It has to. So like, generally it has to be like in the crit range, which I think is like 7 and above or 8 and above or something like that. There are certain class features that allow any doubles to be important, which is why it notes it, but you have to have that feature.
A critical success must be dealt on a double 6 or higher.
Okay.
Double 6 or higher, yeah.
So that's
But there are a
still,
couple of classes and skills that make that an exception for that.
That's still 23 fire damage because I think they're weak
Damn.
to, so that's doubled.
So. Damn, you hit that Schmorf real bad. And it doesn't like that at all. So it takes one of its great big smacky hands and does 13 hit you, Leica?
No.
Damn, alright. Whiffs.
Oh, yeah, plus no.
Now it's one of your guys's.
Yeah, But how many of them are God? I'm gonna have chitters come out. So just bursting out of the ground is my ant in full armor.
Ants eat mushrooms.
And I'm going to have them use. Where is it? Entrail spray. Okay, 8 plus skill level. What is my skill level for Chimerist? The Wayfarer. So 3, so no, there you go. Chitters. It's not a self-destruct for chitters, but
No, it's not.
it's how do I roll it? Because everything else is automated. Do I roll 2d8 or what? 1d8 plus 3?
He would. I'm pretty sure you rolled 2.
2d. Okay. It's insight plus my skill level, so 11 to 3 enemies. Does 11 hit?
It does.
Cool. Then
Well,
Who are
okay. Let me double check. You're hitting the 2 Schmorf hordes. And who else? Either a brainy Schmorf or a tough Schmorf.
Brainy Schmorf.
Okay, yeah, you hit.
And it does 7, 10 poison damage. Yeah, 10 poison
Alright.
damage.
Okay. I didn't care for that, so one of the hordes of Schmorfs surges towards you with intent to beat you to death.
Oh god.
Does 20 hit, yeah, no, 10. Does 10 hit?
Okay. Well, since I used Chitters is the one out right now. Like, yeah,
No, it's attacking
Chitters.
you. It's attacking you.
Well,
Okay, then it's attacking Chitters. I'm pretty sure familiars don't actually take damage.
no, they do, because if they hit 0, they leave the scene and come back later.
Oh, okay, then yeah, then I guess they're attacking Chitters.
Yeah, let me double check the. Has no initiative score. Does not level up. You have 2 basic attacks and gain about maximum hit points. Shikran doesn't gain a turn during conflicts, but on your turn you can use an action to have the companion perform an action. If you leave a scene, your companion leaves with you. If your companion falls to 0 hit points, they flee and rejoin you at the start of the next scene in which you are present. Yeah, so I guess they don't have to target Chitters, so they're going after me. Then, what is my defense?
No, they'll attack your pet.
Well, they don't hit if they go after Chitters.
Okay, they'll attack your pet. They'll still try.
Just bounce off Chitter's armor. That,
All right.
Alex.
Yeah, that was their turn.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna hit a big. He's actually gonna hit one of the brainies.
Good. Wipe that smug grin off their little fucking faces.
I'm imagining one of the brainy Smurfs looks like Shadowversity.
Oh my god.
No, wait.
That's not
That'd be Papa Smurf.
Brainy Smurf, though.
That'd be Papa Smurf.
Yeah, as
Oh,
he fucking
God.
just stabs one of the brainy Smurfs. He's just like, I've had a very testing last few weeks. If you know what's good for you, you're going to run.
Okay.
Oh.
Good. You attack that with the barbed dagger, and you pop its brainy little mushroom cap,
Mhm.
and the Schmorf withers into spores and dies.
Mhm.
Their turn.
Oh my god! Oh, you killed Brady Schweif! Thank God there's more of us and we're basically disposable!
And the other brainy Schmorf uses its spore burst attack.
Don't you see the problem with that?
Okay. So this deals, and we'll just do it to one target. Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's just hit everybody. We can do it. We got the action economy. So that is 7 to everyone's magic defense. Who's hit by it?
I'm not.
7 does
I'm
not.
good.
I don't think it hits me. Where is my...
Under stats.
It does not hit me.
This
My
very
magic
wet-
defense is at 12.
The sad,
Well,
pathetic
if
fart
anyone-
of attack.
If anyone was hit by that, they take 15 poison damage.
Was anyone
If
hit by that?
if you're so brainy, then why did you hit any of us?
They didn't call me a fashion schmorf.
Is there an
Well,
assassin?
do you want to be a fashion smurf? Run and you can be one.
Make a double willpower check.
Alright, where's rolls? That class is not stats. No. Rolls, there we are. Double willpower. Well, that's insight plus willpower. Shit, where's... Any bonuses?
Nope.
8 doubles.
Unfortunately, not enough to convince this schmorf to leave
Ah.
behind their cult.
Shame, even the doubles that do shit. Pity. Why does it highlight doubles if it doesn't do anything?
Because again, there are certain class abilities where that is important. Where it's like there are certain abilities you can get where double fours is a crit rather than normal.
Does that mean, okay, who took their turn last?
And I think there are certain conditions I can inflict on you where like double twos is a crit fail rather than just
Ah.
double ones.
Hmm.
I think it's all of us.
Are we back to the top of the round?
Gone. Cassidy has gone.
Lydia's, you know.
Back to the top of the round then.
Gore.
Alright. How many splody smorfs are in this group?
None, thankfully.
Oh, good. Fortunately, I think I still need some more mana, so I'm going to do the suck on another brainy.
Suck.
It's a terrible magic check.
Well, let's see. They're not the toughest because I am making you go through 3 fucking waves. These assholes. Fortunately, not enough.
Can I re-roll that too?
If you want, you got to spend a fabulous point.
Yes, I will totally do it. I've had to bank these suckers for a while, so why not? Okay, is it D6? Yeah, this is one of the D6s. Okay. Roll the D6. Yeah. 5.
That's a 10.
10. Yeah.
That's enough. You hit.
Sweet. I'm going to eat a succulent brain then. Let's see.
Oh no, my brain!
Not literally, but, you know, it's mental
I'm suck.
stamina.
He's sucking out your facts. Can't be a brainy smith without your facts. You just suck them out.
Alright. That's about all I can do.
The Brainy Schmorf defiantly tries to spore burst you. Does 8 hit your magic defense?
No.
No.
You really should consider being a fashion smurf. Brainy smurf isn't being good for you.
Don't call me stupid. You're killing me.
We don't want to kill you!
You're just being bullied, is what you are.
Oh, like you're
Okay.
being bullied to the others not the things you're not saying that we're not smurfy enough?
You're not Schmorfy.
But neither are you.
I mean, if you think about it, if the patriarch's the smorfiest, he should be the tastiest.
The Schmorfs immediately get quiet because they know that's true.
Oh god, can you imagine what Patriarch Smurf tastes like?
So who's tasted the patriarch? Like he'd shoot me. Like,
You know, I didn't realize I was casting a prophecy when I said we were going to discuss more and more on this arc, but we really are.
Yep, you did this, TT.
So,
So yeah, fuck. I mean, yeah. So,
so
what do you think the Patriarch Smurf tastes like, huh?
He's not the tastiest. He isn't the smorfiest.
That's true.
Dare to eat the patriarch.
And how do you
Why
know?
not?
There.
and how do you know he's
Then-
a patriarch then? You have to double check.
It's so stupid.
And if he is the Smurfiest, and you ate him, would that not make all of you the Smurfiest?
The Schmorfs begin to consider. Anyways, I believe it's your
Sorry.
guys' turn.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I can't believe I'm doing. Just mutters to themselves. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Oh, I didn't have that gift.
Who
I mean,
wants to go
you
next?
could do more damage, but unless you guys want to roll some convincing or more.
Are any of the important morphs shaken or in crisis?
Not
I think the
shaken.
I think the Brainy Schmorf is in
But-
crisis.
Brainy Schmorf and the tough Schmorf is in crisis. Brainy Schmorf is in crisis.
All right. I could use my heroic skill. Are they valid for this ability?
Yes.
Alrighty then. And how much mind points would it cost to convince one?
Or both.
Plus applications. To convince one, it would be. Let's check here. I think it would just be 25.
I'll spend that.
No, it'd be less. It'd be 22.
Alrighty. I will spend that mana to convince the Brainy Smorf. You know, with all that big brains of yours, you should probably think for yourself. And right now, staying here and fighting for him, it's not a good look.
Stops and he thinks, he's like, you're right. But if I do leave, I can kill as many people as I want.
My God!
Okay, bye!
Kenny just looks at Alex.
There is a twitching of fury on his face.
Yeah,
We've made 2 serial killers.
great.
That's
Hey,
terrible.
one's just an exterminator.
Serial animal abuser, yes.
One is out here saying, I want to make a living killing mice. And in normal human life, we call that job an exterminator.
Yeah, but we don't. But in normal human life, we don't talk about going and fucking choking out mice and rats.
I
He's
I
very
think
enthusiastic
you might-
about the
I think
job.
You might need to rethink about how exterminators act. I mean, they have vans emblazoned with images of cartoon animals dying horribly.
That
It's
is
like hundreds
true.
of beavers.
Like,
We're not
a lot
getting
of
into that.
exterminators whistle while they work, and their work is gassing animals to death.
Yeah.
I hate this place.
Mhm.
It's very different than the last time I did a Smurfs parody, right?
Yeah.
I
The
wasn't
last
here for
time
that.
was we want to genocide this entire species off
Two
the
of
face
you
of the
were.
earth.
2 of you were here.
3 of us. Lydia was here too.
Oh yeah.
She was playing a fucking tabaxi, remember? She went on cat instinct and began eating them one by
Gatha
one.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah. The Smurfs back then were eating children in the
God.
most horrific manner a mushroom could.
Growing out of them.
And we were racing against the clock because we were having Smurfs bud out of each and every one of us once per turn.
What the fuck, E.T.?
I
It was
might
a
have a thing against the Smurfs.
It was a serious horror campaign.
I mean, to be fair, that was probably one of our most horrific sessions.
Yeah.
I might have a small vendetta against the Smurfs. Anyways, whose turn is it?
Enemies, I think, because I
Oh, it's
convinced one to leave.
God, I'm the one being derelict in the duty. Okay. A horde of Smurfs goes and attacks Leica.
Okay.
So that's 12. There's 12 hit your defense. Aw, damn.
Like a punts one back at
Oh,
them.
wait. It's 5 times. Okay. So that's 28. Does 28 hit you?
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Whoa!
Okay. Yeah, when the hordes are full, their attack has an insane bonus. But for every 15 damage you do, it reduces the number of Schmorphs, and thus reduces the amount of how hard they hit. So HR plus 5 times Schmorphs alive, so that is 24 damage.
Okay, that hurts, but I'm gonna hit them back with a counterattack.
Nice.
Does a 29 hit?
Yeah.
Alright, that's 28 fire damage doubled.
And you're hitting just that horde back?
Yep, that's counterattack.
Okay, you've destroyed one horde.
You see Leica get swarmed, and all of a sudden, all of them explode into fire.
Yeah, as it should be. Is that your turn or is that a reaction?
That's a reaction.
Okay, but whose turn is it?
I will. Huh?
Either me or Janice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Chitters attack. Do. Yeah, Chitters, who's the biggest one here right now? Yeah, Chitters is going after Brawny Smurf. Oh my god, 13?
That hits.
Alrighty, that'll be 8 plus 11. Oh no, wrong one. Yeah, that's 11 damage, but I got a fang cast that was like made my fight stronger, I'm pretty sure. What did that do?
I do not remember right now. You would have to ask me weeks ago when we figured that out.
Okay, well that's 11 damage.
Normal damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chitters just starts eating him.
He did not care for that, so he's gonna pummel whack Chitters.
That hits.
Okay, does 16 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Chitters takes 20 physical damage.
Alright. Leica, murder this fucker, please.
I was considering letting him walk, but if I did that, the world.
No, he does not.
would
No,
be
he does not
cold.
walk now. He does not walk now. He hurt Chitters.
Yeah. Like, well, does the 21 hit him?
Yeah.
23 times 2.
You vaporize this tough schmorf.
He hurt Chitters. He lost his right to mercy.
It's just one horde left now.
God.
I likely use the multi attack to hit the other horde.
Uh,
Alright,
there's so many of them.
okay, that's 30 times 2. Fire.
Damn.
Yeah, I rolled
Yep.
max damage, so.
You destroy that final horde.
Damn.
So, question, TT.
Yeah.
Can we gather the spores if any are left over?
Once this final boss confrontation is complete, yes.
Right, sorry.
Do we have time to, like, use a healing item?
No, you're kind of facing
All right.
waves. Alright,
Good.
top of the round. Papa Schmorf is in the fray with 2 tough Schmorfs and 2 brainy Schmorfs.
His army is gone.
God, I'm looking at my magic.
Ah, yes, the Keeper of Lust.
The basic boss music in Persona 5. Although this is the Strikers version.
E.
You guys mind if I go first and just hit
Go ahead.
Patriarch Smurf with all I got?
Oh,
For
the
me
likely to
to-
get hit pretty bad.
I don't have enough magic to heal
That's
everybody again, so I can either.
Remember, you can use your action to spend an inventory point to
I
get
know, I'm
mana
saying.
back.
I can heal or attack, one or the other. How bad is it hurt, guy?
I took 28 damage last turn.
I'll
Ooh, that's
I'll
right.
spend
Yeah.
inventory points on you guys. Just don't worry about
I
it.
will. I'll heal you and Chitters. Is anyone else hurt?
A little
I'm
bit,
not.
so I'm fine.
Alex.
I'm good.
Okay, then I will heal Chitters and Leica for 50 HP.
Alright, is back up to full. Listen, Leica is the closest thing we have to a tank.
I now need to recharge my mana. But it is their turn.
Okay. The Schmorf Patriarch roars, "You non-Schmorfy fuckers will die!" And proceeds to roll a very deadly Schmorf burst of spores.
Well,
So does 16 hit everyone's magic defense?
does not hit mine.
It hits mine.
Ow!
What was that? 16?
16, your magic defense.
Well, it matches mine, but
The matches.
If it matches, it hits.
alright,
Okay.
yeah, it hits me.
It hits.
Yep.
All right, you take HR plus how much damage? You take 26 poison damage.
Ugh.
Choke on my spores.
Counterattack. Will this ability? 26 hit?
All right. It does, and as a reaction, he uses his reaction.
That was
Protect
my
Papa.
reaction. That was my
I know
reaction.
he has a reaction to your reaction.
Oh.
He uses his reaction Protect Papa, and makes a brainy Schmorf take the entire brunt of that damage.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
so that's 26 times 2 fire damage.
We just
Yep, you-
disintegrate.
You obliterate a brainy Schmorf, which which is compelled to jump in the way of your attack.
Christ.
Now someone's turn. It's one of your guys' turn because that was just 2 reactions in a row.
Yeah, you guys, I healed.
Gore,
Yeah, do you want me to
drain his mana.
Alright.
Drink
Or, you
him
know,
dry.
boom.
It's the same.
Taste the succulent Papa Smurf.
You said the same manner of, twist his dick.
Suck him dry.
I will drain the Papa Smurf.
I cast testicular torsion.
I was garbage, and you know it.
Would you like to spend points and re-roll it?
Yes, it's a 1. I don't know if I'll actually have enough to hit him, but like I have
Oh,
points.
but I have an ability which could help.
Oh, so yeah, a burn a fabulous point. What do you do? Here you spend 1 fabulous point. True results. Check.
He is calling upon the admiration of his admiration of your strength.
Aw.
And you
Sorry.
get
He
So
has spent a fabula point to allow you to re-roll.
I can reroll both dice since I spent a fabulous point as well.
yes, just flat reroll.
Do not hope for my rerolls.
The Raven, that was just a 2d6. You were supposed to be rolling a 2d10 plus 6. Or a 1d10 plus 6.
Oh.
So roll that
these are
1d10.
hard- These are hard to read.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna re-click the magic button
Yes.
because this is irritating to try and parse it out. Okay, 11.
There we
Much
go,
better.
that's better.
Does 11 hit Papa Smurf's spell defense?
It does.
Then he's getting 7 plus
15.
15, and that magic's being deducted from both his health and his mana pool.
Damn.
Good. But it rolls good. It's very fun.
Also, you get points back from Alex, so he also gives you mind points.
There's just one problem with that.
Oh,
Brady Schmorf.
As a reaction, he has you do this to the other Brady Schwartz.
Hey, does he have more than 1 reaction per round?
Yeah, he's a
So
fucking
long
boss.
as there's defenders.
Fair
I mean,
point.
I'm kind of fine with that because eating some of the Brady Smurf's MP still is very helpful.
So
Is
you,
Gore just like Gore will sample the taste of Brady's Papa Smurf.
You didn't kill him, so I shouldn't delete him off the field. But you do obliterate. You do significant damage to a Brady Schmorf.
11.
Okay.
That is turn. Oh, and I'm at crisis, by the way.
Won't you eject my papa? Says one of the tough Schmorfs as it rushes to attack you, Gore,
Alright.
with a pummel whack.
9 does not hit.
Does 9 hit you?
Does not hit.
Well, then that's it.
Guess it's our turn now.
Yep, do you want to go or should I go?
You go right ahead.
Does that hit Brody Schmorf here?
It does.
Alright, that's 25 times 2, so 50.
Very good, delicious damage against that brawny Schmorf.
Is he still up?
He is.
Alright, I'll use another multi-attack then. Wait, wrong. There we go. 27
Now
times 2. I think he's dead.
Now he's dead.
And you know what? I'm gonna punt the Brainy Schmarfel on here.
Punt the nerd.
Now Brady Schmorf is dead. All right. Well, one Brody Schmorf screams, "My brother!" and rushes to attack like a.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
No.
Just 12 hit you? Oh.
No. You'll need 10 more to hit me. Oh, that's too bad. Whack. Counterattack. 24 times 2.
That
I
hits.
I parry away his clubs and hit him back.
Woof.
Things aren't looking good for you. You should probably just leave. Like the other Brainy Schmaltz did.
I'll never abandon my papa.
Now I'm out of Schmorfs for this round, so if anyone hasn't gone, it's time to go.
Alex? That'd be Alex.
Mm-hmm. Oh. That sucked.
That does not hit. Alright, so we're back to the top of the round.
Boom, 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 boom.
I have plenty of mana if you guys would like me to open up.
Go for it.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna hit both our lovely Smurf friends with another Gate Burst. Ooh. God, that's so much mana. That's why I'm feasting on brains to get my mana back.
Okay. Damn. Well, you obliterate the tough Schmorf and deal some very good damage to Papa.
Alright. And it's Papa's turn then.
Papa snarls and uses his most wonderful ability to summon
More
more
Smurfs.
minions to die on his behalf.
Oh!
It's the kind of boss he is, a minion wave.
Yeah.
He did good though. He can only summon one per round.
Mhm.
Oh.
Mhm.
Well, Lyca needs to use a elixir to restore her mana.
Yeah,
So she's
same.
gonna spend her IP for the first time in game to heal her mana back up.
Right?
You!
Schmorford,
Have you
meanwhile,
ever heard of
is
a
going to
mountain
do
chicken?
a
Please
pummel
don't
whack on
Have you
Lyca.
ever?
Ah, that's gonna hurt.
Alright. So, does 36 hit you?
Yes.
Jeez.
Okay. You take 31 damage.
Jeez.
They all
I'm in crisis now.
beat the shit out of you.
Well, unfortunately for them.
Unfortunately for them, we're out of Schmorf, so you guys can just all like beat the shit out of every Schmorf that's left.
That's a counterattack, so 26 times 2.
Okay. Significant damage to that horde of Schmorfs.
They did damage to Lyca, but at what cost?
All right, who's next? Because I'm out of Schmorfs to attack with.
Oh, I need to heal my MP, Alex. What about you?
I can give you it.
Yeah.
hmm I'll spend IP to restore. No, wait, that's the wrong one. But yeah, get your mana back.
50. Okay. Thank you. Let me see then. Then I do want to attack. How many of them are left? So there's
The
5
Swarm
little
and Papa
guys.
Smurf.
God, if I do that, he's just going to send someone else to take the hit. Up to 3 creatures only. Okay, so I can't even do that.
Get rid. The little guys are basically mostly dead, so if you can destroy them,
That's
means
true.
I can get 3 shots off on Papa Smurf.
I can only hit 3 targets with my magic, but that's, yeah.
The Swarm counts as 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to hit Swarm and Papa Smurf then.
Do it.
Papa Smurf, I mean. So that'd be 20.
Yeah, there's no Smurfs here.
But I want to use Cataclysm. What level is that now? Okay. It's level 2. You may increase it by 20 creatures, so there's 5 extra damage to each creature for every 10 mind points. Okay. Oh yeah.
You need to cast that differently.
Oh yeah, magic check.
That
So-
hits.
Okay, 10 plus 15, but I'm going to use Cataclysm, and put 20 more MP to that to do 10 more ice damage.
Nice.
So that's 10, 20, 35 damage.
Very good. You destroy the swarm of Schmorfs.
Add back up the turn order.
Do significant damage to the Patriarch. Yep, we're back at the start.
Hi, buddy.
Thank you, Alex. That was extremely helpful.
Well. Oof. Oof. Oh, what? Oof. All those hit?
How do you want to do this?
Woo!
As the final, as the ice fades, Papa Smurf looks around and notices that one of them is missing. Then coming up like through like the back, like through his mouth and like around the sides, Leica just unscrews his entire top with her blade.
As you tear the cap off of this giant mushroom, and he screams in utter agony as his entire consciousness is unraveled, his body rapidly deteriorating into a pile of gray spores. You feel a sense of accomplishment wash over you as you have, true to the teachings of your parents, killed yet another leader.
Ah, yes,
of a
another
fascist
king
state.
dead. Another king dead.
Another king dead. Isn't it wonderful?
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Okay.
The remaining Schmorfs of the village, the ones that didn't, immediately become part of the charge, the ones that were held in reserve, peek out. And I'm actually going to turn the music off.
Oh no! Oh no! What are they gonna do without a patriarch?
And they all just start screaming and howling in terror.
What do you want to do?
Some of them stop their howling and consider that question. One looks up and says,
I wanna collect coins. I want to take pebbles and throw them at birds.
God damn it! Then you can do that now.
I want to go swimming in a creek and find out what the inside of a fish is like.
Fuck hell. Why are you all so weird? No, they don't say that.
I want to bake cookies and give them to children.
Squid.
All right, we're waiting for the other shoe to drop there.
Yeah.
What? Isn't that enough?
No, that's enough.
no.
That's
And I
good.
guess I could strangle mice?
Okay.
What?
Do any of you like mice?
I like mice. You fucking freak.
Start squabbling.
Oh my god, we need to go check on Mrs. Worf.
All right, I'm just gonna take a bunch of these. Can I identify what the special spores are?
Yeah, like you go into Papa Schmorf's hut and you do find a lot of the biomass that is used to basically produce more Schmorfs. It does need the hairs of a Schmorf patriarch, and you realize none of the Schmorfs here have those filaments,
Except
Oh.
for
but you do know a Schmorf who does.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, let's check the spores and the biomass.
and give
Yeah.
it to her.
As you leave the village, you know all the Schmorfs trying to figure out what to do with their lives, and return to the hut of the exiled Schmorf.
What?
You see that she's not alone. There's a warrior standing next to her, talking to her and the cat, wearing dark blue armor.
Oh.
Is that a warrior Schmorf?
No, it's not a Schmorf. It's a human, or at least it's a person of human build with armor.
Hello?
And the knight in the dark armor looks at you and says, "Oh, hello. Excuse me, I was just talking to this woman to get some directions."
Oh, what are you looking for?
Introductions, I believe, are in order before we start talking to people about their business here.
Fair enough.
I am, and then he stops and looks at Alexei.
Uh-oh.
Oh. In fact, introductions are very much in order. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Andre Melius. And the knight takes a very polite bow. Would you happen to be Alexei Charmin?
That depends. You want to kill me too?
No. I'm here as a favor to your grandmama.
Oh.
Terrific.
But it seems you have business with this small woman, so I will allow you to tend to your business before we have ourselves a chat.
Charmed.
And he steps aside, and the little Schmorf waves him and says, are you're back? Are you all right?
We're mostly fine.
Negotiations broke down.
The patriarch Schmorf shall bother you no longer. Not that he gave us much of a choice, as Leica lays down the special s'mores.
The biomass.
Yep.
Oh. Is it bad that I feel
Relieved.
happy?
No. He was throwing your siblings to die. Fuck him. Fuck him. He doesn't deserve your sympathy.
The re- as for the rest, they're trying to figure out what to do with themselves with mixed results.
Yeah, I
A
don't
lot
imagine
of you
that's
really
good.
like strangling mice.
She balks a little bit at that. Why would you strangle mice?
Right?
What-
It's strange. I don't get. You're free now.
I wonder what I should do. And she stops and thinks.
Obviously, Janus does in this gathering. Janus interposes themselves between Alex and this
Andre
fellow,
Melius?
Andre Melius. Yeah, just not like stand in the way, and block it, but like just casually be standing in between them.
Andre, if he notices it, he doesn't seem to acknowledge. I mean, granted, he's wearing a helmet that covers his entire face, so it's probably hard for him to acknowledge. If anyone would like to make a double insight check of a difficulty of
boy.
14, they may.
I would
Insight?
love to.
On paper, I'm good at this.
Double insight. Yeah. I like a
19.
Damn.
Fuck.
I like a roll to 4.
Okay.
But
Hole?
Hole and Alex rolled way high.
Yeah.
Hole and Alex, as you look over the stranger, you realize that at first what you thought was just the normal sort of skirt that a lot of knights wear, and the sort of drapes of cloth over their hips, isn't actually a skirt.
Oh.
Ah.
It's a pair of dragon-like wings that are hooked around his waist.
Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Gargoyles in it.
Is he
Wait.
a
No,
gargoyle or
they're
a
flesh.
dragon?
They're flesh and blood. They're
Okay.
not stone.
He meant like how gargoyles in the show
Yeah.
they would use their
Oh
wings
yeah,
to
yeah.
chase.
Okay, yeah. Then yeah, it is exactly like
They act like cloaks
Goliath.
or jackets
Yeah.
or whatever.
What? Do I recognize the wings from anything, or?
Demon.
I mean, yeah, you're getting a bit of a demon vibe.
Yeah, great. Can I pick
the
up
knight,
mood at the
the
moment?
knight is acting very calm and quiet and letting you guys sort of have your conversation. His gaze is
Right.
fixed on Alex.
But like when I block that view, even casually, how does he react to that?
He smiles and maybe cranes his neck slightly to look around you.
Oh my god.
I'm doing.
It's hard for him to focus on the little one when he's being stared at, so he is looking right back.
The knight coughs says, perhaps we should let the little lady think about some things, and the distraction of a conversation would be useful for this endeavor.
Yeah.
Maybe you should step out of this claim for just a moment so we can focus on helping our friend here. We're not going to go anywhere.
Making such a distraction for you? Then
You are
This is
staring
the
at
case.
one of us quite openly.
He did say he has a job.
I
Yes, we're not-
apologize for the
We're not asking
rudeness
you to
of
leave,
my
just
gaze. I will step aside.
We'll be with you in a moment.
The little Schmorf girl says, "It's like, I don't think I want to stay in these woods, and I don't think I want to be Schmorfy."
Then you don't need to be.
Having met a lot of you right now, by now, I don't think Smorphy's a good thing to be.
You can experiment and explore whatever you want to be. You are you, not girl Schmorf or whatever else. And what you want to be doesn't need to be solid either. It can be fluid.
She nods.
If you'd like, there is a group of other Fae in woods not far from here. Headed
Dex is
by
actually pretty far.
for Smurf, yes. But if you'd like, I do know the Seneschal Puck there. He would always happy to take in new refugees.
She thinks about it. And she bites her lip, and she's clearly has something she wants to say, but she's unsure if she should say it or what reaction it'll get.
It's
You
more
can.
like a gesturing motion that doesn't like rush or anything.
Could I go with you?
Aww.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a friend, Gwen. I'm teaching her magic. I think you two would get along. You're both very clever, inquisitive minds.
If you like. And if,
She smiles, says, I'll pack right now. And she rushes into her little tower and begins to pack her things.
Looks to what did she say we could call her?
She hasn't figured out a name for herself yet.
No, the
Oh, the
cat.
cat?
Yeah,
Tommy.
Tommy. What about you, Tommy?
Hmm?
Do you want to come with us and keep an eye on her?
No, this is my woods and I don't want to leave it, she thinks, but I do want to make sure. And she looks at you, Jonas. Would you give me your name just for a moment?
Can I insight that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Noticing how
12.
Janice looks a bit unsure that Gore will prompt to say, you can put conditions on a name or a deal given.
The cat, she is mischievous, but she's not cruel.
Yeah.
Okay.
She gave you your name back very quickly the last time.
All right. There's a moment of like, I heard through the mask. Very well.
Promise on your name you'll look out for her.
Fuck. I mean, I was planning to anyway. I promised on my name. I will look after her.
Then I give you your name back.
Thank you.
You feel how magically binding that is.
Yeah. God, I am just picking up people left and right.
Gore will also turn to Tommy and say, the offer extends to you as well. If you ever need help, the Seneschal Puck is very welcoming to all Fae and even non-Fae.
Yeah, she thinks about it. I've heard good things about Puck.
Not to stay, I mean,
Puck
just...
Puck is in the process of forming a what were we calling it? A Oh,
An
God.
alliance of sorts,
Yeah,
basically.
was forming an thank you. Is in the process of forming an alliance with a large group of humans and non-humans as well.
Tell me things about it. Given the times we live in, that might be very smart.
Yes.
I'll see if I can round up any other stragglers who might benefit from such an alliance. If I find the time, she says while stretching.
Of course.
Cat.
Yeah.
Of course. Your time is
And just
valuable.
If it's convenient.
be aware of those Smurfs are now leaderless, so who knows what that's going to turn into.
Leaderless and
Delicious.
disorganized. She smiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think by the end of the story that there's going to be any Schwartz left.
Oh, maybe the
Oh,
one.
there will. I'm not going to enact a genocide.
Maybe the one mouse killer will stay around just because the cat.
Well,
likes to kind of
well,
chill.
they'll still exist. It's just they won't be Schwartz.
They won't be Schmorphy anymore. That's
yeah,
true.
there-
That's true.
So there is no
one.
Schwartz.
There are at least 2 Smurfs that want to hunt mice. So you know what? You might even be able to strike up like a deal with them if you enjoy mice.
That would be very useful. We have a
Just
lot to
have-
consider. Thank you.
Just have fucking. All right, go into the hole. There's a bunch of mice there.
Oh no! Well met.
Well met. As the cat, she grooms herself, and the little Schmorf girl goes to pack her things. You are left with the stranger with the dragon wings skirt,
Yeah.
standing aloof, waiting for your business to be finished.
He's going to approach first.
Janice is going to be with them, unless he asks for privacy.
May
Hello.
I cash in an opportunity from the critical success roll?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like him to unmask, aka I learn his goals and motivations.
Okay. Want to role play that for me?
Absolutely. So he was able to clock the same as Hole was, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a
I have a name now.
yeah. Well, you haven't changed it on your sheet.
Wow.
And as we know, it's not yet legally binding unless you change it on the sheet. But no, he's going to walk up to.
Finding enough for Barry.
He'll walk up to the Blue Knight, recall what he said about Grandmama, and looking at the skirt. All right, what do you want, demon?
Well, there's a burst of hellfire and brimstone and smoke as Andre Melius's wings unfurl and his body grows and his armor shifts to reveal his true demonic form.
Oh,
It is
fuck.
exactly as I said, young Charmiel. I was sent here by your grandmama to check up on you and see whether you're ready for the burdens to come. You do know your grandmama,
Yeah.
the Baba Yaga, grandmother to all of Raslavak, greatest witch to live in all of Midgahheim.
Yes,
She is a personal friend.
I bet she is. Woman like that has lots of friends.
He looks at you. You are so cold. I was told you were a very kind little boy. Has the world already broken your optimism?
No, I wouldn't say broken. It's just been very testing for all of this to come all of a sudden. So I apologize for being a little nippy. Especially since I just got done trying to convince an entire village of idiots to try not to destroy themselves. And they beat me within an
Careful.
inch of my life, so...
Careful, careful. He puts. It's very strange. He is an imposing and it is demonic form, very unsettling figure. But he puts a hand on your shoulder in an almost familial way, trying to calm you down. Careful. You're beginning to breathe fire.
Tell me about it.
You're metaphorical with that, correct?
At the moment.
Great.
You are a
Whatever
fuck,
that's
TC.
supposed to mean. Cool.
Your grandmama had a task for me. I'm wondering if you are ready for it. I was to see if you had, well, your auntie, dear Miranda, she has told you of the troubles you are facing, yes?
A little bit. Not very much.
As is her way. As is the way of witches in general. Advice has to be doled out in riddles and mysteries. As a demon, I am aware of this sort of technique, but it's not my way. There's a man, he wants to kill you. His name is... He stops. But this might actually get me in trouble if I say...
Are you allowed to tell someone other than him?
Yeah, it's... I understand the loophole you are going for. It would be... Actually, I do know who could tell you without getting in trouble. You need to go to Bacchanalia. There's someone there who can help you so long as you're willing to party. But getting off track. The true person you are against is a demon of sloth, of envy. I myself am a demon of greed. Different circles. This fellow, he has the whole thing against your family. Is part of the reason your mother had trouble having child.
Oh,
Folds his arms.
Mother
Well.
needs to Ramayaga for solution. Ramayaga, she has a soul in need of a new body, as it were, someone who needed to learn a lesson in a particular way. And so she casts spell that allows soul to be reincarnated in sweet, kind boy. Boy who can learn kindness and softness and how to value the lives of others.
what?
Just his eyes starting to twitch. Cool. Any other bombshells you want to drop on me?
Yes.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
This soul of yours, it was not always tied to your body. It was not always tied to your memories. And that means the person that this soul was is still you. And you can access that person. And
Oh,
while
that would probably
person may not-
explain the mysterious voice that was persuading me to strangle somebody to death.
Yes. And while you may... Well, that part of you lacks the compassion you were meant to learn. It does have the power to fight the kind of people who want you dead now. Which
But-
is ultimately why Andromelius, or as I should say, Andromelius, was asked by good old Grandma Yaga to check on her favorite little boy. I need to see if you're ready to be a man yet. If this Sharmil has the blood of a dragon in his veins.
Is that safe?
I'm a demon. It's not safe at
No,
all.
not you. Tapping into these memories, these from this previous life. Is that safe for Alex?
Is his body, is his brain. He is dominant no matter what this soul says.
I want to insight that.
Well, would Leica know that's true for her dealing with demons?
This.
I will let you insight that as well with +2, Leica.
Oh my god!
Alright.
Come on, I'm so good at that.
Yeah, but you don't have a lot of experience with demons.
That's a 9. So that's a 9 from Leica, but
Unfortunately, not enough.
I'll
You don't know.
reroll. I'll reroll the D8 then. One of them.
And that is the point.
All right, that's a 10 then.
All right. Okay, so a soul being transferred into a new body and living a new life isn't super common, but it has happened. Like there have been witchcraft tales of this sort of thing happening. And it is true, at least in the stories you've heard, which you struggle to necessarily confirm the veracity of them, that the new life, the body that it is in now, has control. Essentially, the past life is a memory, but like the past doesn't control you. The present does, and the present is Alex. Grandmama wants me to make sure that you are able to tap into this and begin to channel and control this power, so that way, when your enemies come for you, you are protected. Now, I understand you have just gone through some sort of trouble with little mushroom people.
Yeah, they hurt a lot more than they look.
Weirdly enough, I think they were our hardest fight so far.
Yeah, I don't recall the last time I got my butt whooped that badly.
You might need my help sooner than you think, but it will do no good if I fight you while you are exhausted. I tell you what. He reaches into a pocket in his armor and hands you a small gold coin. This is a way to talk to me. If you wish to summon me for this test, take out coin and say, Andromelius, I am ready, and I will be here for you.
And you mean Alex, no harm. Aside from the harm that'll come from training.
Clearly do not understand the name Andromelius. I am a soldier of hell. I am a mercenary. I am only out to hurt those I am paid to hurt. Grandma Yaga does not pay me to hurt her beloved grandson. She wants me to make sure her grandson is strong and capable of fending off the assault of this cowardly snake.
Alright. I'm not familiar, but
Would Leica have heard this demon's name before?
Yes, Andromalius is actually a little like he's famous for anyone who knows demons in Midgahheim because he's been summoned here on several occasions. He is honorable. He is true to his word. He may have helped stop a coup at one point in Frankane. He's a mercenary, and he like all demons, when he's summoned, it's generally for bad shit. But as demons go, he is honest and he is true to his word. He's not a deceiver and a corrupter. He's a fucking knight for hire.
A Black Knight.
No disrespect to you, but I know Alex. I'm not very familiar with demons.
Well,
Like,
Little
yeah.
Witch or Half Witch, I think you might want to start reading up.
I would not. Like, I would not be. At this point, I would not be surprised if her mother or father has fought him once.
Probably not fought him. Probably paid him. In fact, let me remember.
Yeah, he
what
sounds like
Scarlet
he's
Saga's
like
in.
he's like of the more honorable that demons become.
Did
Like
you say
are.
greed?
He is greed. He's a demon of greed.
And the most reliable means of getting paid is doing your fucking job.
But like Andromalius' his big thing, like in the Lesser Key of Solomon, is catching thieves. And here's the thing: Grandma Visago is a demon of greed.
Oh,
So she's definitely worked with this guy before. And in fact, as I note that, he looks at you, Lyca, and says, I knew your grandmama too. Isn't this strange?
Visago.
Lovely woman.
There he is.
Has she baked you her little apple treats, the crisps?
I have not talked with Grandmummy Visago in quite a while.
Oh, it's a shame. You should get her to bake the little apple crisps. As far as mortal food goes, it's very good.
I have not had those since I became a woman.
Well, that's a shame. You're never too old for apple crisps.
Because, like, I left home.
Oh, now I've made myself hungry. Well,
Visago.
as it is, it seems you are not ready for this yet, so I will be going. But think on what I say, and when you are up for a bit of a challenge, call on good old Andromalius.
Safe
Let me take
travels.
a deep
Keep that
bow.
in mind.
And he regards you, Mama says, I've seen a few with kind hearts begin to harden in my time.
Oh.
Do not let the strife and turmoil you are going through harden yours. The capacity for compassion that you mortals has, it is inspiring. Even to one such as me, it would be a shame to let yours wither and die. He wraps his wings around his waist and slowly shrinks back into a man, bows to you once more, and strolls off.
You'll regard the coin. Is there any special markage?
It's kind of ridiculous. There's an image of a wolf wearing a crown, and it has like these sort of long goat or deer horns. And it's giving a thumbs up, and its hand like it's got like human like fingers, but they're just covered in fucking rings.
I can't believe he gave you an MFT, a man fungible token. The newest in Demon Crypto, Mamcoin.
I think you'd hate crypto, honestly, because there's nobody you can run your fingers through.
All right.
Are you alright, Alex?
He's just gonna sit down on a tree stump.
Yeah. Jenos will sit next to him.
As you were saying, TT?
And basically, like, from here, you guys can have a short interlude. forge or strengthen any bonds you have. And have you bought sleeping bags in a while?
I do. I can. Where's
You
my
guys can use
inventory?
a sleeping bag to refresh if you want, if you have one. If not, you'll be able to by the next town. Yeah, a tent.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Leica has the inventory points. She has 8.
Yeah.
Good.
And that'll be roughly the end of our session. So, any interludes, any post interactions, but there you are.
Mhm.